Good morning. How loud is that music right now? Nobody knows. I do. You do. I don't. Oh, are we on Hades? That's my bad. Oops. I didn't even look at the category, man. That's a thank you. As usual, Katie fucking up. What's new? Good morning. What's Mike and what's his job? His job is to do what I say, and for some reason he doesn't do it, and I'm upset about it. Mike doesn't listen. Mike's listening skills are not top tier. They are not top tier. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Yep. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good morning. I hope you're doing wonderful. I hope you've had a fabulous whatever you've done. Categories. I know, it's the worst. Shit I don't think about ever because I don't know, man. I just hang out. It's probably my problem, not literally anybody else's. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Crispy. How is everyone? I hope you're doing well. Good morning, Luker. Mike's a bottom. More like a bottom that's a super brat. Mike's a brat. I would say that. 100%. Is it the summer solstice today? Nah, we didn't even get spring, man. I feel like it's been summer for quite some time. Who got a spring? I didn't get a spring. Fuck that. Thanks, David. I have a story to tell you about this shirt today, actually. I'm going to show it to everybody, though, in case you can't see it under my boobs. This is the ghost, we were talking about this literally on Sunday about how David designed an amazing t-shirt design for me with Link and Millie as like ghost Cerberus dogs far before they were ever close to death. It's fucking beautiful. I love it. That's my moose. Or no, that's the Link. That's a moose. And that's a me. It's fucking sick. Let me tell you this story, David. You'll love, well, I don't know. You'll love this. You'll hate this. My Monday sucked. Boo. I mean, are Mondays ever great? Mine wasn't great. I didn't have a very good day off. I had to do shit all day, like go out and deal with humans all day. I didn't like it. Had to take my dogs to get shots. Didn't like it. Not my favorite place to be. So this morning, this is like, I almost spiraled out, man. So I have a lot of questions with this story, but the story, I wake up this morning to check and I like just am scrolling through my email in the yard, drinking coffee with the dogs. And I have an email and the title just says, "Is Millie ready for 4th of July?" And I'm like, what? So I fucking opened it. It's the monkey. Sorry, monkey work. What's up? Fucking. It's the microchip company that her microchip was from. They email you like every once in a while to be like, hey, if you move, don't forget to update your address on the microchip information. Something, something, something. But here's the thing. Millie was incinerated along with the chip. How do they not know that the chip is incinerated? Is that just me? Wait. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Hope your day's going well. Did you hear about the guy who put glitter on his balls? Pretty nuts. Fucking dude. Can you imagine how bad that would be to get rid of glitter off your ball skin? I mean, that would be herpes. You would never not have glitter on your ball skin again, but that was good. Thank you. Chip isn't GPS. No, but you update it. I mean, they're getting an update from it. Like you can go online and update where you live and stuff. I don't know. I just assumed I don't want to get that email is the moral of the story. Especially on the first day since my dog died, I'm courageous enough to wear the merch with her face on it. I don't want that. I blocked it. That's the moral of this morning story. Don't want it. Get the fuck out. It doesn't ping or check it unless someone scans it. Really? Interesting. I mean, that makes sense, but I don't want that email. Can that never happen again? There's a reason glitter is called craft herpes. Oh my god, is it actually called craft herpes? Good morning, by the way, Eliza. Is based off code. They send the code on the pet and info pulls from their database according to the code. No personal infos on the tag. Mm, they should rethink their plans. Honestly, it happens to me constantly. My iPad does this thing. Apple does it. Like if you've ever taken pictures and saved it onto an Apple something, it has like on your home screen of my iPad, it'll pull up a picture and be like, this was today 5 years ago. 9 times out of 10, it's fucking Millie. And I just want to throw my iPad through a window. All like a lot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ready for that. Good morning, Ernesto. How are you? Breaks up Vex. Go to work, you silly fuck. I will see you later. You probably have to go to the website and deactivate the tag. I haven't even looked at her ashes or her paw print thing since she died. I don't think I can do that yet. I don't think I'm ever going to be okay, to be honest. I think about it a lot. Nothing gets better. You just fucking miss him more. You got COVID? Cocky, shut the fuck up. No. No. How are you feeling? Oh my god, a 200-page report on stats? Fuck that, dude. No, I would nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Google Photos and Facebook does that as well. The today X years thing ago, and no one talks about how that impacts those grieving. It's terrible. It's literally the worst. The other 1 time out of 10, it's one of my dead siblings. Can we not with the memories on the fucking photo shit? Okay, I'll go through them when I want. Apple. Thanks. Am I in a fever dream? Maybe. Okay, wait. Okay, so I wanted to ask y'all if I'm crazy. Yes. Sometimes I be reading news and feel like I'm going crazy. Texas GQP was like, no fam, Biden ain't the president. They claim that other states collecting and tabulating votes after the election date to be fraud. But I'm over here like, all states are allowed to govern how they conduct voting to a point. Is Texas okay? Do we just throw states right out the window? Yes. No, you're not crazy. That's exactly what it feels like. And Texas is once again like threatening to secede. But if you look at like the bill they proposed or whatever, they just want to take away voting rights. That's it. They just want to take away voting rights. Triple vaccinated, Katie. Vaccinated so mild. I have low fever, cough, and congestion. Boo. I hope you start feeling better immediately. Make sure to get salt in your body for realsies. I know I say that all the time. I know you know it. I know I'm repetitive. Salt. Crispy, I don't worry at all. I know she's got good hands on her. I just, like, I can't help but mother. I can't help but, like, it's like instinct, like, get salt in your body and drink water. I love you. Take care of yourself. I can't help it. It's like a tick. It's a problem. No, it's crazy. The world is crazy. David says it's right. The world is crazy. It's not you. The craziness of the world, I think, is making us feel like we're going crazy because we can't make sense of that anymore. You know. Nick. So my neighbor yesterday. Oh my god. You guys know I've told you about my neighbor Booby. His name's Bobby, but I call him Booby because if you call someone the wrong name enough, they will stop talking to you. I don't want to talk to him for many, 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 many reasons. One of one of which is he is violently loud and like volatile and horrifically racist. I found out. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Octoberville. How are you, loves? Eat some salt is Katie's I love you. That or buckle your seatbelt. That's a big one. Buckle your damn seatbelt. Dude, it was worse than that. It was worse than that, Rod. I did not tweet exactly what he said because it was so fucking bad. He was I mean, I've this is the thing. I don't even know when the fuck he got cops called on him. I've never seen cops on my road ever. I've never seen a police officer in Denver actually. Ever. I have no idea where he got this. But I'm pulling out my tweet really quick just so I can read it correctly as to what he said. Because I'm not going to say the horrible racial slurs, obviously, but I'll give you more context. I mean, he's just, oh, it's really hard because I get being crazy for lack of a better word. I too am a bipolar nutbag of crazy. I just tend to keep it in. I scream into a pillow. I have a special room where I go when I feel shitty. Like I have a place to go and I don't sit in the street and do it. I don't know. So yesterday I had my door open here and I'm just airing out the house and I can hear Booby across the street screaming into his phone. He always, I mean, literally all day, every day, he doesn't work. He just walks up and down the road with a headset in, screaming at people on the phone. I have no idea who these people are that listen to him all day or if anyone's even on the other line. But yesterday, I'm chilling and I'm sitting at my desk and I can hear him screaming. And he says, all I hear first is, I'm tired of getting the goddamn cops called on me. But he is and when I say screaming, I don't mean like a manly bellow. He is screaming it into the phone, like with this really nasal shit, really fucking loud. And then it gets a little, garbled. And then I hear him say, it's discrimination. The neighbors aren't white. What he said was, N-word Mexican slur neighbors aren't white. And I didn't get a warning. And he just kept going on. And I want to know who the fuck he's talking to. Who wants to live in neighborhoods? Who chose this life? I know I grew up in the sticks and I just am not used to it, but like, why would anyone choose this? I can watch Maury if I want this. He's a nut. And all of my neighbors are Mexican, by the way. All of them. Yeah. I mean, it's just. And he's like, he's just a nut. He's crazy. So now you guys, I hope this. I never want you to think I'm a cruel person who just like calls everyone by the wrong name so they won't talk to me. It's strictly Booby I do not want talking to me because he's crazy and scary and screams a lot. So I call him Booby. You call someone the wrong name enough, they will stop talking to you. It's a non-violent way to get people to go away. As I get older, 42 makes me old as fuck, right? Actually, it makes you the answer to the universe. How do you feel? The more I realize how having access to the worst news instantly and constantly from around the globe is actively hurting things. I mean, Canada, if someone gets kidnapped in Texas, you see people up here talking about what we have to do to protect our kids. It is, and I think we talk about this a lot in the channel, but like there is, like media and the news, the only things they put in the news and in newspapers are sensational headlines. And good news is very infrequently a sensational headline. So, I mean, all news and all media and shit is kind of just super negative. And if you live on it and you like drown in it, I think it will suffocate you. You start to like develop a psychosis kind of that the whole world is that. The whole world is that nut, you know? And it's not. Like the whole world can't be that ugly. Because look at how many people are here right now and we have not done these ugly things. We don't agree with these ugly things. We're not the only place. Like we're not an island. But I do think it's like, it's important. It's hard for me. I struggle with this a lot personally because it's like, I strive to be aware. I think it's important to be aware of what's going on in the world. Ignoring it doesn't make it go away. And that's how we end up with like Nazis and shit. But at the same time, you don't want to over inundate yourself and just like saturate yourself in the negative shit going on in the world because it'll drag you down. You'll start to think like that's just the way the whole world looks and is. I don't think that's healthy either. Good morning, Trekkie. How are you, love? A warning? What warning first he thinks he deserves? Uh-huh. I I mean, honestly, he doesn't do anything other than scream at the top of his lungs violently in the streets. So, I mean, the cops are never gonna what are they gonna do? Find him? Even if cops are called? But I can get if I was one of his next door neighbors, I'd probably call the cops on him too, because he does it at 2 AM. Like, him and his mom will go out in the street and start screaming at the top of their lungs about how they're gonna call the cops on each other. It's just it's like living next to a fucking sitcom. It's not even a joke. I've seen Wait, Katie, I think we're weirdos because we aren't like this guy. I hope not. I really hope not. Sometimes I wonder that, but I really hope not. I've seen YouTube videos of crazy people, but at least those people usually just film themselves in the car, sometimes while driving. Same. Like, be crazy on your own time, right? Yeah, scream in your car. I don't know if he can drive, but like, sure. Why does it gotta be in the street? It's almost like he wants attention. We should just make a day where we collect good news. Oh my God, that's such a good idea. I'm writing that down, David. Maybe we could do that. So, like, you know how we've been following these insurrection hearings? There's another one today at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, which is 11 a.m. my time, which is in an hour and a half approximately. So, if you want to watch them, it's in an hour and a half, and we have been watching all of them. But maybe like we could do like the day after a hearing, we could just like scour for good news to like brain flush. I kind of like that. It's like brain bleach, you know? Negativity sells better than positivity, probably because we tend to better remember the negative. It's true. I mean, the negative tends to hit harder, I guess, which is sad. But I remember good times. I remember positive stuff. Good morning, Kel. Oh God, what happened? The ... made me nervous. Do good. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. Thank you for the follow. Under the Desk News on TikTok does nothing but good news on Thursdays. Under the News. I'm writing that down. Hold on. I gotta find a pen. Where's my pen? Pen. Pen. What am I? Got a pen. Hold up. I gotta grab a pen. Ah! Got him. No, Cocky got COVID, Kel. No. Did you get tested? Fuck off. One of the reasons I follow space news, it's always something cool. Me too. I do the same thing, David. It's always something cool, like we're sending a cool robot to a planet or made some awesome, ridiculous mirror to a telescope or something. Makes me feel better about humanity. Same. That's why I'm subscribed to a ton of like animal subreddits, because it's like, look at these cool new fossils we found, or like, look at the strength of spider silk. It's 5 million times stronger than steel. Like, that's the kind of stuff I try to flood myself with. So it's like I have to put effort into finding the ugly, you know? But I mean, I'd rather have to put effort into finding the ugly than just being smacked in the face with it without my consent all day long. Under the Desk News, thank you. I really like that idea. Hold on, I'm gonna write that down. I'm just gonna say Good News Day. I think that's a really good like brain flush for after watching, because you know we watched the insurrection hearing, and then we usually end up talking about it for a while, and it's just dark shit. I mean, it's dark shit. I think it'd be good to have a day of just like, let's cleanse our souls and look at positive shit in the world. I don't remember things if I type it down. Isn't that weird? If I type it down? I'm very analog. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's because I'm old or something's wrong with my brain. But when I type, it doesn't register. It's similar to like some people like can read the same sentence in a book 20 times over and never absorb it. I can type the same sentence over and over and over and never tell you what I typed. It's terrible. But if I write it down, something about it like clicks and stays. I don't know why, but I'm grateful for it. No. You're going in for a rapid test at noon, though. Good, I'm glad. I was supposed to start the election work today. I can't afford to not work. I really hope you don't have COVID. I hope you just have some horrible cold. I mean, not that I want you to have a horrible cold, but I totally get that. I completely understand. Not like you're like, well, I can't function, but I gotta make money. Like, what do you do? Yeah. I felt okay yesterday morning, but felt worse as the day went on. By the time I got home, I had a fever. Oh no. Do you have any idea you think where you got it? I definitely remember better when I use my hands to write. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's so weird, but it's true. It's real. Why do we write things down but type them up? Oh my God. Maybe because we're looking up when we type, but we're looking down when we write. That's a good question. I mean, you do a write up. You can write, but that's usually when someone's in trouble, right? Wow, that's weird. You just fucked my head. Thanks for that one. Humans do have a negativity bias. Noticing the tiger in the bushes is more important to our survival than the bush of tasty berries. It's true. No, that's totally facts. It's just human nature. So you have to be active to notice that things aren't all that bad. 110 fucking % agree. That's such a good that's a really good example. Hold on, I want to read that again. Um, Humans do have a negativity bias. Noticing the tiger in the bushes is more important to our survival than the bush of tasty berries. It's true. But like in the world we live now, there's not a tiger in the bushes. Like you can enjoy the berries and not die most of the time. Anza, holy shit.
That's a lot of months, motherfucker. Thanks for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a name to Swings, bitch. How you doing? I appreciate your resubs.
Morning, Psycho. How are you? I'm pretty sure it's proven that writing over typing helps with memory. I mean, to me, definitely. But I've always assumed it's just because I didn't grow up typing. Like I guess, an elder millennial. I'm the right before computers started becoming like very established in schools generation. So I didn't have a typing class till I was like a junior in high school. I mean, I can type, I don't enjoy it. But like maybe if you literally from infancy you're typing, maybe then it's different. It connects different. I don't know. I don't want to hate on typing. Lots of people type obviously and do a great job. I just can't. 100% one of the kiddos. Oh, and she's a snuggler. Oh, poor little girl. I hope she's okay. Honestly, I hope she's not sick. I always feel bad for the kids because it's not their fault. They're at the behest of parents. That's normal. Tons of people need the physical action of writing to lock it in. For me, I need to search. So my Gmail gets everything I'm constantly emailing myself. Oh my God. I made a Discord that's got nobody in it but me for that reason. I have a Discord channel. It's just me. Like it's a channel that I am in, but it's like my toss. And I strictly started using it. I've made it because I have a 2 PC system when I stream. So this monitor and this monitor, I have 3 monitors. The 2 side ones, if I find a really cool picture on that monitor, but I want it on this computer for some fucking reason, I can just drop it into Discord and then open it into Discord on the other computer and pop it off. It's the weirdest, laziest way to do it, but I do that too. Outriders full game is free on Steam until the 23rd. No shit. I'll have to check it out. Morning Kinger, how are you? There are some tigers. They're called the GOP. It's true. They're in there. But I mean, as far as I can tell, and granted, this is just from visuals, they look very brittle. I feel like we could take them out with like schmack. I mean, fucking Biden took himself out on a bicycle, let's be honest. That being said, I do have to share with everyone I too have fallen off of a bicycle while it was sitting still. Let us not judge those who fall off bicycles. Some people have terrible balance. I love typing. I learned it in 7th grade so not infancy, but I'm pretty good at it. I mean, I was exposed to typing, but not in a sense of like, look at the screen while you type, don't hunt and peck kind of thing. I wasn't taught actually how to type until like high school, unfortunately. I wish though. I need to check on her, but I don't. I don't want her parents to know I'm sick. They'd feel awful. I mean, I get that. That's such a toss up because, like, yeah, they could feel awful, but also you might be protecting them. Because, I mean, what if she's going to go see her grandparents or something this week and she's just a little carrier bug? Like, no shade on the parents or the kid, but like, it might just be like, just respond. I mean, I hate it. I'm not like imposing my opinion. I'm just saying, I don't know. I would feel like, fuck, I don't want to tell them because they're going to feel bad, but also, like, what if she spreads it to someone? I'd probably do that. I'd be like, hey, first off, I love you and there is no guilt here. However, I have COVID. I don't know. I really don't know. Dude, Texas is just psychotic. They've always been psychotic, though. TMNT Shredder's Revenge. If you haven't played it, do so. Wait, what? Is it new? Wait, how have I not heard of Shredder's Revenge? I'm pulling it up right now. I'm gonna be honest, I fucking hate Game Pass. Just because I don't want to open up 2 launchers. But it's cute that they like to give away free shit all the time. If anybody's wondering, it's $10 on Steam if you too don't like opening up multiple launchers for no reason. But I probably will check it out eventually, just not today. Today is Insurrection Hearing Day. Yay! Our favorite. Don't worry though, we have a plan. We have a plan to bleach our brains. If you watch the video, you can see what happened. He went to take his foot out of the foot holder and didn't quite get it out. I watched. Yep. I've done it. I mean, who hasn't? I've done that getting off of an elliptical at the gym in front of 50 meatheads. Like, who hasn't done that? Why do they have that on it? Stop it. I've done it. I've done it on a bike. I've done it fucking in the gym. It's horrible and embarrassing. I fall all the time though. I feel like why don't giraffes fall all the time? Because by my logic, big awkward body, mostly legs, fall all the fucking time. But for some reason, they're just like upright. I don't get it. I'm very jealous. I have trouble reading cursive, but I can't ignore that it has curse in it.
Hail Satan.
I still write in cursive. I write like in a weird hybrid cursive print. It's terrible. Wait, which one did you play, Ron? Is your title to do with Kate Bush's song Run Up That Hill? Just yes. Yep. No shit. A singer called Georgia actually covered that song about 2 years ago. Ooh, I'll have to look it up. I actually love covers of popular songs. I'm not like a diehard Kate Bush fan. She's got a beautiful voice, but I wasn't really a fan when she was, like, I wasn't born when she was popular, but I've never been like a fuck yeah, Kate Bush. But that goddamn song is coming up on every single playlist of 2022's top hits ever. It is so weird. Like, it'll be like 10 songs that came out this year. Kate Bush. Like, what is this? I thought she was dead. I'm glad she's alive to be able to see this happening. It's crazy. It is a decent song, and it came on right before my stream started this morning. So here we are, running up that hill, going down that road. You know, all the things. Oh, Zoe, good morning, my love. How are you? Cursive print is exactly how I write. Me too, Mishy. Do you know why? Have you ever thought about it? Do you know why you write in cursive print? Because I totally do. Like, I've judged myself on it. It's 1:35 p.m. here, but I couldn't help myself. I had to pop in and say hello. I mean, AM. Hello and good morning. I hope you get sleep. You crazy Australian. First time I heard Running Up That Hill, it was a cover of the song they used on Bones. Oh, I've never seen Bones. I walk into walls and shit, same. I mean, sometimes I'll just teeter over. It's like my body forgot that we're standing, and I just it's because when you're all legs, your brain is so far away from the vast majority of your stems, it doesn't really get the communication 100% of the time. My wife introduced me to that Kate Bush song back in like November. Oh my god, that's super creepy though. The fact that she introduced you to it right before the show. Is she working on the show? Is she like secretly into it? I luckily don't fall often, but I often stumble. Oh yeah, I stumble all the time. I mean, I probably stumble way more often than I fall, but I do definitely trip and biff it a lot. I mean, that's a lifestyle. Made for others to read and hieroglyphs. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think I make my handwriting to read for others anymore. Have you seen the guy running for senator in Missouri's campaign video? I might have. Remind me. What happened? Oh, should we cheers? Oh my gosh, I cleaned my bong. When do I not clean my bong? I clean my bong every fucking day. I should stop saying that. I heard a cover from Bo on The Voice, and it was, oh, really? Was it amazing? I love good covers. Honestly, some people get pissed about it. Like, I've seen memes about, like, oh, the show's gonna be shitty when the opening song is some classic, amazing song from the 70s covered by someone 18. And I'm like, but you just said it was an amazing song from the 70s. Why are you mad someone's singing it now? Why are we mad someone's singing it now? Well, I don't get it. It's weird. I don't get it. Dude, Mishy, I'm so glad you said that. I'm the same. The reason that my handwriting has like morphed into this cursive print hybrid is because I'm lazy. There are certain letters that are either ugly or complicated in cursive, so I just naturally pick my pencil up, print that letter, and keep on going in cursive. What the fuck? I don't even think about it. I just started looking at my own handwriting one day and I was like, lowercase k's, I despise them. Immediately stop cursive if that's coming up in a word. Hounds of Love sold really well. Wasn't Hounds of Love on the billboards, I want to say? I think it was. How much does it suck when you're walking up the stairs, not paying attention, and you get to the top of the stairs, but you try to step up again? Oh my God, I do it all the time. What's worse though? You try to step up to an extra step, or have you ever done the weird thing where you try to step down again? Like you prepare your body to fall to another step and you just walk instead. It's very disconcerting. All the time. All the fucking time. The only days, my only day I take off is Mondays. That being said, I am about to go to London in about a week, so I'm going to be gone the 2nd through the 9th of July. But other than that, I only take Mondays off. She's witchy and it was on a witchy playlist and she was super into that song, but it got ruined because it's freaking everywhere now. I know. Isn't that the worst? It's like, I get why it's everywhere. It's not just because it's a good song. It's everywhere because everyone's like, this is incredible. This like 30-year-old song is hitting number 1 when it didn't even hit number 1 when it was released. It hit like number 4 or something. Falling in Reverse. What is that a band or a song? Sounds really familiar. But they want to keep playing it. Oh, that's the cover. Thank you, Jamie. I got it. I'm sorry. My bot protects me from creepers that might post porn in chat. You know. If you've been on Twitch, you know what's up. There's just shitty trolls left and right, but I got the link. Don't worry. Let me, please, 2 more minutes until cheers. Oh, 2 more minutes? Why is it 2 more minutes? The MS Senator video is whack. He basically calls for people to kill Dems. I'm sorry, what? Rhino hunting shows a military breach in a house, into a house, and he comes strolling in with a shotgun. Also, what? Apparently also identifies himself falsely as a SEAL? What the fuck? I have so many things to say about that. I have so many opinions on that. Wow. That's fucked up. Skylar, I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's terrible. I was trying to think of other letters. There's just some letters. They look ugly in cursive or they look nothing like a lowercase k does not look like a lowercase k in cursive. It's all loopy and shit. So I just fuck it. It's weird. It's ugly cursive letters. I just gave up on them. Like subconsciously though. I didn't do it on purpose. It's weird. S's, cursive R's. What the are we making a pi symbol? What is this? Who decided that? I don't know. Russian cursive makes a lot of sense, but American cursive doesn't make any fucking sense. The only thing I do with cursive is my signature, and really, that's just a couple letters and then actual squiggles. I mean, that's my signature too, to be fair. I don't write in cursive because it's fancy or anything. It's just fast. If you think about it like logically, the less often you have to pick up your pencil from the paper, the faster you're gonna get shit out. That's it. I'm very much a like get it out as fast as possible, get it on the paper. Like when you're taking notes in college and shit, you can't like ask your professor to pause. So I just developed like, it's just fast. Why is a cursive Z? Dude, it's the same in Cyrillic Russian. I'm not even kidding you. That weird, like, it kind of looks like a lowercase cursive Y, but like if you, I don't know, if you punched it in the stomach. They actually, oh my God, get this. I'm not even kidding you. They have 2 letters that look like that in Russian. I'm going to show you because they fucking irritate me. Hold on, it's important. This is important. I just got a marker. I only write caps block. I write all caps block letters. I do if someone else, like if I'm writing for someone else. But you know what I mean? Like if I'm writing a document or something that is clearly not for me, I'm going to be giving it to someone else, I will write in print capital letters just so it's like super legible. Dude, LZT, I am queen of not checking my DMs. Don't even. Like, I'm the number 1 person who deserves to be ignored in the whole world. So, no worries, bro. So, one of the letters. This is 2 different letters in Russian, those ones. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why did they do that? Why did they do that though? It's 2 different letters. You tell me. Looks like a lowercase fucking Z bullshit to me. I don't like it. It does. It's like you punch the fucking cursive Y in the stomach and it went upside down. I hate it. It kind of does. There's kind of my. You can see, look, I wrote desk. See how I picked up for the K? I'm not lying. Look. Cursive Ks are ugly. Picked up for it at the end of a word because they're ugly. It's a problem. I'm great at filling out forms. Oh, I'm terrible at it. I start to shake. First initial, last name, and 2 or 3 letters, and then a squiggle. Thankfully, my name is really short. I mean, all 3 of my names are 5 letters. But I get it. If you have some crazy last name, I wouldn't be putting all that in there either. Hold on. There was a link. Okay. What the fuck? Is this what a rhino is? I've heard it. Wait. Who's this Eric Greetens dude with the gun? The fuck? All letters have 4 variations: upper and lower printed, upper and lower written. Looks completely different. That's because they write exclusively in cursive. So I mean, if you look, it's like printing English. Printing English versus cursive English. Whew. If that wasn't your native language, shit looks fucking weird. As someone who writes in almost only cursive Z's, or one of my faves, they're really fun to write. They just doesn't make any sense. Malice Parks, I'm 100% with you. They're really fun to draw. Like these are fun little loopy loops to make. But like, if I was to look at a printed Z and that, would not put them together. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but why is W's 2 V's smushed together and it doesn't even sound like, oh my God, it doesn't make an sound. I hate that. How come Canadians say Z? Excuse me. Dude, psycho, I know. I have all the links you guys have shared with me, but I have to like vet them to make sure there's no fucking music in them so I don't have my channel shut down. I hate it. But I'm betting this dude with the gun isn't going to have anything good in it, right? Everyone says Z, but why? Like, is there a word where Z is pronounced Z at the beginning of the word where the Z is? Like, I'm seriously just curious. I know America's stupid and we break everything. But for real, like, Z is just a Z. Why Z instead of Z? Or why Z and like, where did that come from? I don't know. I'm genuinely curious. Is it like from a oh, it's from a like the original pronunciation? Oh, we say Z so it's not pronounced or not confused with CTG. I mean, if you say the full alphabet, it's at the end of it, like X, Y, Z, X, Y. They don't have E's on them, but still you made it X, Y, Z. It's kind of like in the new Maverick Top Gun movie when they're all telling everyone their call names and then there's just Bob. It's like, hey, my name's A. What's up? I'm B, C, D, E, F. What up? My name is G. Sup? My name's Zed. I'm at the end and special. You know what I'm saying? It confuses me, but I respect it. You call Z what you want. It's a weird letter. My last name has a Z sound in it and no Z in it. So, what are you going to do? Language is stupid. I mean, I get it that it's the proper way, but like, why? Oh, we used to have a store much like taller called Zellers, and their mascot, the bear, was called Zeddy. That's adorable. But why is it the proper spelling? C and Z are different in American English, I guess. That could be it. Like, we have a C, and that's a but then we have Z, and it's a lot more vibrating between your teeth and your tongue. Z. That being said, American English speakers who have flat accents, we tend to over enunciate everything, Whereas pretty much every accent in the world, like, either drops consonants or vowels or something, so I can see how C and Z would be very confusing to people who don't pronounce things. Get it. I could see that. Hey, now I speak in a language, I'll have you know. I'm just seriously, it's just weird. It doesn't really go along. It seems like stuck on the end. I don't know. It's weird. I'm really curious. I don't know. I'm not trying to be facetious. uh, Lady Gaga's kind of like, you know how, what's her name? Oh my fuck. The chick from Mean Girls with the red hair that went crazy. I just blanked. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan, like, after she had her little mental break, traveled the world, invented her own accent, and decided she was Brazilian now. Like, I feel like some rich, crazy people just decide that's what they're gonna do. Like, I'm sure there's a few famous people out there that are like, did you know it's actually GIF, not GIF? Because the guy who made it called it GIF, even though it stands for graphic, which is a G sound and not a J sound. Did you know that? That it's GIF? Did you know that? Did you know that, though? Did you know you've been saying it wrong? Did you know you're wrong? It's just GIF? You know what I'm saying? You can decide you're whatever you want to be. You can be whatever you want to be. Not choosing moms choose GIF. Choose GIF. I'm talking GIF, as in the file image. It stands for like graphic something something. The person who originally made GIF, the abbreviation, called it GIF, even though it stood for graphic. What a fucking idiot. Oh, I'm a dick. Sorry. I'm feisty, man. That email pissed me off this morning. I don't want to be reminded of my dead dog. Just not, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I puked this morning too. I don't know why. I got really nauseous out of nowhere. So that was fun. Oh, I kind of do know why. I was brushing my tongue and fucking gagged myself. Idiot. Let me go to the Jordan. We're going to go play in the Jordan. Delightful. Everything hurts me. Graphics image format. Is that what it stands for? Thank you. Or interchange? Interchange format? Which one? I really didn't know what it stood for. I knew it was graphic though. What email? Oh my god, friend. First thing this morning, I get an email that says it just has a subject line, and all it says is Millie ready for 4th of July? And I'm like, not only was I not emotionally prepared to be reminded of my dead dog, but it's the first time I've been brave enough to wear the merch with her face on it since she died. And of course, it's the day I get that email. It was an email from like the company for her microchip. Every like 6 months or so, I just get a random email from them. It's like, make sure to update your address if it's changed or something like that. Man, fuck that, right? Yeah, that was it was just not, I don't want to wake up to that. Like, that's not the way to wake up. You know? Not the way. I don't have time to laugh. Oh, it's graphics interchange format. Okay, thank you. So it's graphics interchange format, and the guy was like, all right, it's graphics. I'm going to call it GIF. This is the stop. Oh, thank you for the resub, lover. Tier 3 for 30.
That's a lot of fucking months, yo. What the fuck? Thank you. Jesus God.
This is the reason I stopped caring about language and pronunciation. It's all stupid and everyone could go fuck a jar bag disposal. A jarbage. A jarbage. I couldn't say it. A jar bag. A jarbage. For real, I agree. I mean, especially, not that English is, special or in a good way. It's special in that we are such a fucking shit show of a mutt language. How can anyone impose a rule of any kind on English that will work across the board? I mean, it's just, if I can understand you when we're talking, that's all I give a fuck about. If you say Jif, I might be like, do you mean peanut butter? Because it is a peanut butter. But that's beyond that. Like, if we can communicate, you know what I'm saying? It's the graphics. We need all the graphics. I mean, you're right. So it is something Zeke would do if he thought of it. Wait, homophobic Millie memes? The fuck are those? Hold on. We have this horrible human with a gun I just want to watch. It's just reasons. That was beautiful. You know who it reminds me of is, I mean, someone who came away after this person, but Mitch Hedberg. Very much that, like, sit down, chill, and just pointing out obvious shit that none of us really think about, but are facts. Oh, Mitch was fucking a legend. Legend. Another sad, sad case of heroin taking a beautiful soul from us. Oh, God, Mitch was so funny. I am not going to say no to an apple because it will eventually become a core. I say that all the time. I love it. I used to rent his stand-ups. No shit, from the local video rental shop in my hometown. Oh my God, my heart. Stuart Lee, wait, that sounds super familiar. I mean, I might. I watch a lot of, like, comedian documentaries and shit because I'm really nerdy that way. So it's not something that I should probably know about, but I might know who that person. You get on the plane, I'm getting in the plane. Carlin, oh my God. Carlin was a wordsmith for realsies, though. Hold on, I'm trying to... What was his name again? I fucking lost it. Damn it. Stuart Lee. It sounds familiar, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm really bad with names. I'm searching. Oh, I know who Stuart Lee is. He did, oh my God. I saw something really recently with him in it, and I just gotta think of it now. Damn it. I used to do drugs. I still do drugs, but I used to, too. God, he was so funny. So sad. What is a sesame? I know we got sesame bun. But what is a sesame? God damn, I can't even do it. I haven't watched him in so many years, but if you don't know who Mitch Hedberg is, unfortunately, long since taken from us due to the ugly, ugly addiction of heroin. But when he was with us, god damn, was he a fucking treasure. A treasure. Oh, yes, Wolf, thank you. Oh, is it? Oh my God. Okay, I got that one. Hold up. My back just decided to pop. English? Oh, my wife and I always say burgers. Nope, we have spaghetti and blankets. Oh, English has so many words with roots from different languages. There's Germanic roots, French, there's Latin, there's Greek. It's a not too surprising. There's so many pronunciations. 100%. We were saying that earlier, Khajiit. Like, I never. I mean, we talk about funny pronunciations, but IRL in a conversation, I would never ever make fun of someone's pronunciation of a word if I knew what they were saying. I mean, I'm still not gonna make fun of it, but if I didn't know what they were saying, I'd be like, "What did you say? What? Come again?" But I would never make fun of someone how someone pronounced something if we're communicating effectively. Like, what's the point? You've just come off as a dick. It just seems rude. Why is he so silent now? What a jerk. Oh my God, you guys. Trick was just making adorable talking sounds at Zach, and the moment I flipped my mic, he stopped. What a dick. It was precious, though. Steve Hughes. Oh, Steve Hughes is great. Or Hugh. Is it Hughes? Hughes? Hughes. I don't remember. Another amazing comedian, though. I mean, one way, if you're ever like, I really want to get exposed to different comedians, but not through Netflix, watch things like The Aristocrats. There's so many people in there, you'd be like, wait, I think I know that person's from something very obscure. And then you get on a tangent of them and you find out they're this phenomenally clever, like, writer for SNL for 50 years or something. It's amazing. Seriously. I bought a donut and they gave me a receipt for the donut. I don't need a receipt for the donut. I'll just give you the money. You give me the donut and a transaction. We don't need to bring ink and paper into this. I just can't imagine a scenario where I would have to prove that I bought this donut. You know, I do make like an old man joke almost every time I go to, like, oh God, the gas station to get a Monster. You know? Did you want your receipt? Yeah, you know what? I might return this monster after I'm done drinking it. But they don't know I'm kidding because I'm horribly dry sarcastic, and I'm pretty sure most of the world just thinks I'm a raging cunt. But I do, on accident, do that a lot. It's pecan, not pecan. Who the fuck says pecan? Pecan? Pecan. Pecan. That hurts me. Pecan. Pecan. Nope. The word doesn't make sense anymore, and I hate it. England's an island of invaders constantly conquering each other, so we have so many base languages. True. I mean, for real. And America, I mean, since white people decided to come in and wipe all the natives out, it's been a melting pot of a million different cultures, which is cool. I like it. I like the melting pot of cultures. What I don't like is when people try to. You're in America. You should be able to speak American. Shut the fuck up. We don't have an official language in our country. Get out of here. Sarah. Oh, I came to tell you that there are 2 spiders on my balcony yesterday. I did not kill them. Sarah, I'm exceedingly proud of you. You have no idea. For real. That's amazing. Good job. That's huge. And that's so many less mosquitoes now. You could just pee. Do you say pecan? Where do you, like, is it, I wonder if it's regional. I've never heard pecan before. The last time I was in the South, I was in Georgia, and they say pecan. Not like pecan. They say pecan. Is that, but I mean, the South is quite widespread. We can't really say that one part of the South can really generalize all of the South, right? Hold on, Crispy. Is it only in Savannah that they say pecan? That's where I went with Savannah. Pecan, yes, Biff. That's the way I've always heard it pronounced. But Maryland, I mean, nobody can pretend the Mid-Atlantic accent is something that is prevalent like that. I'm not even going to try to pretend that that's something that's common. You know what I'm saying? We say fucked up words. I know. I catch myself doing it all the time. Pecan? Really? And you're an hour from Atlanta? Weird. I wonder, maybe I was just around weird people. One was very bright orange. Oh my god. And I verbally told it that I would let it live if it promised to protect my home from the screen, but it would not enter the household. Whenever I take a spider outside, I literally verbally go, all right, you get to live until I find you on my body somewhere, and then we don't live anymore together. Protect me. I do it all the time. Atlantic Canada generally says pecan, especially for pecan butter tarts. Pecan. Interesting. I don't know. Pecan. That's the way I always learned it, but maybe that's wrong. 99% of Texans and all of Louisiana says pecan. Okay, maybe I learned it from a Louisiana native or something then. On accident. I don't know. That's weird. Pecan. Like, the front part doesn't even have any word in it, really. Oh, it's the more rural areas that have that pronunciation. So I was hanging out with some locals in the country. Like, they were just close to Savannah, but that's probably what it was. Oh my god, Ice Falcon.
That's a bit. Thank you for 7 months, silly fuck. How are you?
Thank you for the resub. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish. Saved yourself a fish, haven't you? But you had to spend all day teaching some dude who didn't know how to fish. Like, is this an adult? Is fishing that hard? Worm on hook. Is it booby? Oh, I love Bill Hicks. Oh, I love Bill Hicks. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, hard. Yes. Very much so. Um, pecan is something you piss in at a concert. Oh my god, a pecan. It is. A pecan. It's a can of piss. Savannah is very, very beautiful. It was gorgeous. Yeah. I mean, all of Georgia that I've seen is really pretty, honestly. It looked a lot like Maryland. Just green and lush. You guys have a lot more, what's the word? Coniferous trees, though. That was interesting. I don't know why, but before I went to Georgia, I was like, I did not have the image of the pines from the song about Georgia. With the Georgia pines, Katie didn't think there would be pines. Fucking idiot. There's a lot of pines. hence the Georgia pines. Morons. We need to take a break. Ooh, actually, well, we do. We'll probably take two more breaks in the next 45 minutes. I know that's crazy, but just to get ads out of the way for the insurrection hearing. Because, I mean, like the past two, the first half before a break is exceedingly longer than the second half. Cheers, Brittany. Don't tell me what to do. You know I'm a real dad. Cheers. It's a piss bucket. In Scotland, the forbidden fruit is fruit. Wait, really? Fruit? Fruit. I am also tired as ball sacks, actually. So Zach wanted to start. He asked me last night or a couple nights ago. He was like, "Do you want to start watching the new season of The Boys?" And I had to fess up and admit that I have not watched season 2 of The Boys yet. Oops. So we started it last night, and I accidentally stayed up until 2 a.m. Oops. My bad. So I too am quite fatigued, but we're here, queer, and ready to fuck. Cheers. To mood, that's kind of like Washington. I was born in Washington State. And it's across the state, there are different accents. We were talking about this the other day because it's always been very interesting to me that if you got a y'all, if you got any kind of drawl to your voice, if you southern and you roll like this, or if you're real fast like this, it's just a southern accent. Like that's what everybody says, a southern accent. But if you live in America, you're probably highly aware that that accent shows up in almost every single state in some fashion or another. It's just always in the country. It's always in the like not where the city is, the other half of whatever state you're looking at. They have a southern what is coined as a southern accent. But it's the entire United States of America has a fucking southern accent in one kind of another. There's a whole I mean it's a you guys know. People from the South know what I'm talking about. There's a million different southern accents, for lack of a better way to put that. Yep, Rod. That was me being irresponsible. Oops. But it's good. I mean, it's pretty good so far. In my part of Denmark, oh my god, what the fuck do those mean? I have an umlaut in my middle name. I don't know what it does or why it's there, but that's a fun thing. As occasion, I do like me some Georgia, but man, Oxford, MS. I've never been to Mississippi, I don't think. I might have driven through it, like a corner, but I've never visited. Feels racist. Jackson has a bad name. Yes. Oh my god, Theory, no shit. Yeah, we were just talking about Savannah. That's the last time I was in the South was I went to Savannah to visit some friends. And we were talking about how people pronounce pecan, or pecan, the nut. Is it a nut? I guess it's a nut. Yeah, it's a nut. Short people with umbrellas. Oh my god, stop it. You know that that's a real thing? I almost had my tear duct torn out when I was in Italy because some fucking short bitch with an umbrella got me with a spoke of an umbrella in my eyeball. Umbrellas are rude. I know. I mean, honestly, I want to get good sleep because I don't like feeling tired. I despise it. I hate the feeling. I get like small child grumpy when I'm tired. I'm like, I'm not tired. I'm not going to bed. It's stupid. So I'd much rather just get some sleep and not be a grumpy piece of shit. 6 feet. Yep, you feel me. Yeah, it's a terrible experience. Like when I see people with umbrellas, A, I know I'm not in Seattle, and B, I run away. It's just not gonna happen. Nah, dude. I mean, I've seen Zach actually grab an umbrella and move it out of the way before because it was about to stab him in the eye. We're both pretty tall, but I mean, both ways. It's just like, how come you don't have a hood on your jacket? What's this umbrella doing that's so impressive right now? I never understood it. That being said, I was raised in the rainy parts where if you have an umbrella in Seattle, everybody knows you're a fucking foreigner. They're like, you ain't local. What the fuck is that? So I just wasn't. I mean, the rainiest place in the world, we use umbrellas at all. you have a fucking rain jacket. Because who the fuck has that arm? Like, who wants to give up an arm to a umbrella? We got shit to do. Well, it isn't Ireland. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't had the pleasure of going to Ireland yet, which is really depressing. I really want to go someday. I mean, I'm gonna be 40 and nasty old bitch by the time I make it there. But anyways, what I've been led to believe is Irish rain is like that sideways misty shit that comes from all angles. So maybe an umbrella helps with that. I could get that. Whereas Washington's more like that, just fucking ice rain comes down from the sky and freezes everything. Yeah, let's take a break. I was trying to push it another 5 minutes just because it's a lot of breaks in 45 minutes, but I don't know what else to do because of the thing. I don't want ads to run in the middle of us watching the insurrection shit. I don't know what else to do. It sucks. So let's do it. That sentence means I'm on the island in the river. Wait, I gotta read it. Hold on. Wait. Before we go, where did I lose it? So carry on. Hold on. Did I lose it? No. That sentence, nuh-uh. This sentence you typed, I'm gonna re-put it in chat. That actually means something. That's not real, is it? Are you fucking with me? Because I wouldn't know. You could fuck with me. That means something. That's not just a list of vowels together to show you what the vowels are. Yes, it's in it's in 40 minutes. Yep, I'll give you guys the link. BDO was kind and lovely and threw it at me right at the beginning of stream, so I didn't waste time trying to find it. Because the last time I found it, but it was weird. It was the C-SPAN link, but it wouldn't play. Like, I had it up and just nothing was playing, so we missed a couple minutes. But yeah, that's the link if you guys want to follow on. But yeah, let's take a break. It's in about 40 minutes. There are only 3 geographic locations in the South. From ear, from over there, not from hair. The East Coast is crazy, man. There's so many accents. So that sentence of strangeness means I'm on the island in the river in the dialect from my part of Denmark. I wonder, okay, I'm going to copy this and paste it just so I save it. Stop, Lil. But when we come back, I'm putting this into Google and I just want to see if it'll read that. Stop, Bill. Stop. You're very annoying today. I love you. Stop. Sometimes, Google will like translate something. Wrong keyboard. Well, not translate. It'll say it. It'll like audibly. Stop it, Lil. Seriously. I'm going to throw you in a closet and never take you out again. All right. I pasted it. We'll look it up when we get back. Break time. Ooh, as a Norwegian, I can see that meaning being true since we're close language-wise. Is it like a similar alphabet? Tell me when I get back. I'm never going to take a break. I'm so bad at this. But we also have the scary redneck man with the gun to watch, so that'll be fun. Not that having babies is a problem, but all the crazy has babies. So, I don't know if we'd just be like replacing crazy with a worse crazy. I don't know. Like, there's always crazy out there who wants to be on top. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. It's silent. Why did my music... I'm sorry my music was muted this whole... I don't... YouTube's being a fuck. I'm sorry the music was fucking silenced. That's dumb, and I apologize. That was shitty shit. That was a shitty shit. Sometimes YouTube does that though. It just gets weird and like jumpy. Hello, Nikappa. How are you, love? This is the link for the insurrection hearing part quattro, I believe. Right? Yeah, we watched 3 of them. Yeah, today's part 4. Literally, I left you in silence, and I really apologize. I did not mean to do that. I remembered my camera was on this scene, so I came back and wanted to see if you guys saw Lilith be adorable, and then I've just blacked out. My bad. I really apologize. That's a me bad. That's a my bad. That's the link. I'm just pulling shit. I'm moving stuff around monitors right now. Sorry. Let's cheers. Do I have to pack? I think I can get one more hit out of it, but I'll pack a bowl if it's shitty, Viata. You know I will. We have the crazy man with the gun to watch before the insurrection hearing, which is kind of appropriate, inappropriate. I don't know. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but I guess I'm gonna be mad. Oh my god, Nikappa, don't apologize. It's totally cool. Things have been good. I mean, I still haven't got COVID, and that's about as good as things can get, right? I'm alive. I'm living. I'm still here. He was having an introspective in the sensory. Oh, here I was having an introspective in the sensory deprivation that CK put us through, and then out of nowhere, loud Katie. But are you awake now? Maybe that was my secret plan. Robin Somniac, how are you, lover? Cheers. Let's I'm gonna take a sip real quick of my coffee. My neck is starting to feel so much better, guys. Every day is a little less pain, but I have to tell you, I rub it every day and I stretch it constant, like all day, all day. So my neck's getting better, but it's definitely not on its own. There's a lot of me just like, oh, there's a knot, gonna crunch that for a few hours, kind of thing. But I think the masseuse definitely loosened up a lot of shit, so I can actually feel where knots are. I can actually rub them out myself, which is nice. I need to get my pulse up today, anyways. So I didn't want to be the one. I'm sorry, David. I didn't want that to be my job today. At the hospital, they used to call me the human Haldol because I had a gift at relaxing people, not the other way. Cheers. Viata, all-nighters are sick. Sorry. I don't think it has anything to do with your age. I really just from working nights forever, and you could probably agree. I think there's just a species that works night shift, and some of us are not that species. You know, like it really fucks your brain. It fucks your body up to fight your what's it called? Your circadian rhythm, your internal circadian rhythm. It's it's like really fucking bad for you. It's hard for you, and you never catch up on sleep. Like that's kind of a weird myth. You never catch up. Every hour of sleep you missed, you've missed forever. You never catch up on rest. I think there's a species of human, lightly put it, that can do it without getting sick all the time. But there are some people, I mean, I've known people like respiratory therapists would quit because usually what happens at a hospital is when you get hired, you're hired like at the bottom of the totem pole, and that's night shift. Unfortunately, most people who like have families, little kids and stuff, they want to be awake during the day for their kids and have a normal schedule, which I totally respect. I'm one of those people that I could work night shift and I somehow was able to flip myself and not feel like shit all the time, but I still feel like shit sometimes. Like your body knows differently. Your body knows. But, I knew some respiratory therapists that, like, they'd get hired as new grads, get hired on night shift, and they'd have to quit because they were getting sick, like, seriously sick all the time. Because sleep and REM cycles and going with your circadian rhythm is, like, paramount to immune response. Super, super important. Sleep is mysterious, we have no idea. I mean, we kind of have we think, we have theories why we sleep, but we really don't know, but part of it is our body's recovery system. Your body sits there and you're not doing anything, so it can use every single spare calorie to fix all the damage you've done during the day, right? Lack of sleep can lead to intense levels of cortisol, which is the stress hormone or your fight or flight hormone, which causes generalized anxiety. Because when you ignore your circadian rhythm and you don't sleep when your body needs sleep, your body thinks it's in a state of emergency. So it starts kicking in emergent responses. And I mean, I wouldn't feel shame on it, man. It's great. I've watched people get sick, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not special, just different. It still sucked, but I didn't get physically ill. Yeah, exactly, David. I don't think anyone can run without sleep for very long. You always have to pay it back with interest, 100%. I mean, I used to do it. Like, I remember when I worked night shift regularly, um, I would I would always try to get my, like, work days bundled together so that I could, try to become a day person again on my days off. So, you guys have heard me talk about schedules at hospitals. I won't go into details, but most of the time, if you work at one hospital as a full-time employee, you're working 3 days a week, 3 12s a week, because over that it's 40 hours and they don't wanna pay you overtime. And so I would try to do, like, 6 days in a row, like, put the weeks together, and then you'd get 8 days off. but you spend like 3 of those 8 days off literally just trying to get yourself back on day mode, and then by the time you're on day mode, you go back to work, and you have to go back on night mode. It was really, like, not it didn't make me sick, but it was angering. I would get very mad at myself about it, and usually the day, like, my last shift on, if I had 8 days off, I would stay up. Like, I would come home from work at, like, 7:30 in the morning and go to sleep till 2 PM, and then stream, and then go to work. I would try to stay up all day long just to exhaust the fuck out of myself to sleep that night, but I would go into, like, that weird sleep deprivation psychosis and get, like, a weird second wind, and then I wouldn't be able to go to sleep that night. I'd be awake again like I was gonna work. It was weird and terrible. I'm definitely a lot healthier without working night shift. Like, my brain feels exceptionally better and my body feels better, but I didn't feel like night shift was, like, killing me physically. Emotionally, absolutely, but that's just working in a hospital. I just started a new customer service job working from home. I work Sunday through Thursday, 1 to 9 PM, and that's a nice shift, though. I honestly love it. I go to bed at 3 AM and still get my 8 hours. That's the perfect. I never I get it. It's fiscal reasons why they put 12-hour shifts the way they do, but I wish they would do something more like that. Like, some people could get off at 3 AM, and then some people would come on at 3 AM or something, because it's like right around 4 AM, you start to feel it real hard. I feel like that's the exact time it was, like 3:30, 4 AM, 4:30. Between that in that hour, it would, like, hit, and you'd be like, "Oh, fuck, I've been awake for a while." But you have to work. You're still at work. You're still in a hospital. There's still people dying everywhere. Like, you still have to keep going. It was really, oh my God, one of the dogs just farted, and it's so bad. Stop. Yuck, 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 yuck. Oh, gross. My dogs smell like dying animals. Ew, your butt is rotten. David, you know what I think it is? I noticed that too. I watched a couple clips of myself the other day. I got my air conditioning finally. Scott had the time to be able to come over and install it with Zach, which is amazing. And because of that, I don't have 5 fans blasting at me. So I don't have, like, all the crazy gate on my mic. And you're not hearing any of the, like, I mean, you might have not heard it, but even when, all the software nowadays for streaming mics is amazing. It can filter out anything in the background, but it I don't know, I'm not a sound person, so I don't know the actual words for it, but to me it cheapens the sound of what you actually want to hear. It filters everything out, but the person you're listening to feels a little, like, choppy or something. I don't know. And I think my audio, because I just don't have all that going on. Hello, Lizzie. How are you, love? Ooh, I know it's summer solstice. I didn't even know that. I didn't even realize it was summer solstice, probably because it's been hundreds here for a while. Thank you, David. I'm very glad about it too. Honestly, it feels better. Like, I don't know why I have, like, sensitive skin. I'm a pussy. And any air blowing on my skin makes me, like, creepy feeling or cold. I hate this safety packaging so much all the time. And so, like, even if it's 100 degrees, if I've got fans blowing on my skin, I've got goosebumps. It's weird. Like, I'll get goosebumps on my legs, but I'm hot. And it's so nice to just have this, like, not constant fucking blasting air at my legs all day long. It's really, really nice. I might just cut this open. The safety packaging, I think they put a sticker over the fucking hole you're supposed to put your thumb in. I hate this. Oh my God, your farts are so bad, Bill. Why do you smell like an ass? I just want to smoke pot so I can make the smell of her farts go away. That's it. Help. Dude, look at the design. My babies. David's a soothsayer and created their godly forms before any of us knew they were even going to happen. Hello, Vile. How are you, love? Good. Wait, are you? It's a Tuesday and you're not working? What the fuck? Viata, normally I would, but I don't have a container on my desk to put it in. Otherwise, I would have fucking cut that bitch open so fast. The strain, by the way, is Russian Cream by Malix. Gotta smoke it all. Well, I mean, only an eighth. Oh, Vile, no shit, you work in Nasty. What'd you do today? A Nasty? An early shift. Where'd you work today, or what kind of inventory? Fucking Stormzy graduated from my university today. Oh, whoa. He did an amazing speech, and one of my friends was like very close to him physically. And his mom was there and so proud of him. Aww. I don't know who that is, but I'm glad that their mom was there and proud of them. That's what's important. That's when I met you during the aesthetic. No shit. Oh, the days, the days, the days. From one wish to another, no premonitions allowed. True. I knocked on wood. I take it back. I take it back. My bad. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Mom said. Having fun with my Lego and making Grogu look sad on Twitter. Aw. Are you doing like a special Lego kit? Lego kit? Or you just have like you're being creative and fucking around? 10 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. was fine as a shift, but it sucked in my relief was late. If my relief was late and I got stuck, oh, that was mine. I never got stuck in morning traffic because thankfully my shift was 7 to 7. So by the time when I was going to work, everybody else was leaving the city. So I was just flying past all the people in traffic, which feels kind of nice. But when you leave, traffic's done. Like most morning traffic is before 7 a.m., you know? And so we would get a report from 7 a.m. to 7:30. But if my relief was late, they'd just straight up be like, you got to go work another shift. It wasn't like I just got to sit in the office and wait for my relief or something. Like the patients are still there. The day keeps going. And I would be so tired because it's like your body knows, you know? It's like when you need to go pee and you're close to a bathroom and you see the bathroom and your body's like, it's time. And suddenly you need to pee 10 times worse. I'm ready to go at 7:30. Like I've been there for 12 hours. I'm fucking exhausted. I probably got puke on me somewhere. And to just your manager call you and be like, we don't know where so and so is. Can you just go take care of the floor until we figure it out? You're like, uh, mm, yep, get it. And you walk back on the floor and all the nurses go, Katie? And you're like, yep, I'm not leaving. What up? How are you? And then you get to watch all the nurses leave the shift you're staying, and it's just, oh God, it's torture. It's a level of torture. What time is it? Hold on. It's 46. Okay, we got time. I need to run an ad before 11, and we're gonna watch this creepy. Oh my God, that Grogu is so fucking cute, though. That is cute. I have a BB-8 Lego set that I still I haven't made it yet, and I really want to do it with you guys. It's just I've never. It sounds so crazy, I know, but I've never gotten to put an actual Lego kit together in my life. I grew up hella poor, and those are expensive. And like, I've just kept it in the box now for like 4 years because I'm kind of like, but once I do it, that's it. I'm a psycho. I also saved dessert for last and the best bite for last. I'm a crazy person. I know lots of people do them on stream. I've always wanted to. We end up talking. How am I? Well, it all began when my dad fucked my mom. I was conceived in Maui. I was conceived during vacation sex. No one wants to think about that. It's okay. Neither do I. Just an incredible social justice advocate. And his lyric, fuck the government and fuck Boris, reigns forever. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. The nastiest sex of all. Fucking vacation sex made me. Ugh. They probably like laid there in their cum pile for a while. While my little sperm was like, it's hot in here. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Okay, I gotta show everyone these. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna show you guys these and then directly go into that fucking creepy dude with the gun. It's like an ad. Some person running for an office. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. We're all hoes. Woo! I'm gonna take a break. Just so we can get an ad out of the way before the insurrection hearing starts. Um, I I am not that brave. That's because I'm a pussy ass white bitch. That woman has lived a life in this body, in that life, with that mother. That's a real life goddess. And we just saw a goddess cry. Yeah, I couldn't have. I would have broke. I would have broke. Especially the part that honestly would have really got me was watching my mom. Watching my mom talk about that. Oh my God. And watching the mom's like voice quiver. How many of y'all are stable watching your ma's voice quiver and cry? I don't know how she kept a straight voice. Like, human, I know sales. What a good point. Sales said, not goddess. What's inspiring in that? Human. Decent human. I could not have said it better myself. She gives me faith in people in the same way you guys do. I mean, obviously, like, this is very unique. Oh, they're talking.
The next hearing is Thursday, scheduled to begin at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll have live coverage here on C-SPAN 3.
Unfortunately, I'll probably be in jury duty. But I will, I mean, I don't know. Last time I did jury duty, it got called by noon and we all got sent home early. So, I don't know. If I get home early, like, I'll try to restream the recording of it with you guys if it's early enough. Like, I have to be there at 7:30 in the morning. They can't keep me like past 3 in the afternoon. So I should be able to go live in the evening and watch the rewatch with you guys if you want to rewatch it. I know a lot of you like to watch it live. I do too. But, you know, jury duty. You got it. It's the least I can do. Yeah, same heart, 100%. Like, her mom is strong. And that's probably the reason she is strong and didn't break. Like, bravery is not being afraid to be afraid. Fucking A, man. Fucking A. If I did, I would bring my mom or dad with me. I need that support, right? I'd be holding my mom's hand. Her mom was behind her, but they were not holding hands. I'd be holding hands. Yeah, if I get out early, it'd be dope. But I don't know how long does it usually last if they keep you the whole day. I don't know. I've never been kept a whole day. Like, I mean, honestly, last time they just sent everyone. But it's like, it's Thursday. Today's Tuesday, right? So Wednesday night you call and they confirm whether or not you have to go. And then I know. Unless you get selected fast tracked. Every time, I mean, I've only had jury duty twice, ever. Which is, I'm kind of lucky, even though it's not really that hard. But it always gets called, like, they do, like, they settle or something. You know, so we just sit in a room in silence for a while and nothing happens. We don't even get picked, like nothing, ever. It always gets settled or something. So I don't know. I'm hoping just because I want to watch the thing. But honestly, like, least I can do. I've never been paneled before. I don't know if they. I don't know, man. People have a lot of strong opinions about blue hair. I've noticed. Like, walk up to me out of nowhere in the grocery store and say something like, "That's some hair you got," but like worse. 2-ish or sooner? No shit. Okay, cool. Awesome. Then it shouldn't be a late stream at all. That'll be dope. Maybe they see my Twitch stream. I doubt it. I doubt people in the courts have time to watch Twitch. The saddest part, if the jury duty is a hardship for common dissent people, so the best people get out of it. Oh, for common decent people. I said dissent, it was decent. I reread it. That's really. See, I've always wondered, my sister's a lawyer and she had to take classes on like, the science of choosing a jury. I can't remember what it's called. It actually has a name. But she doesn't do that kind of law, so she doesn't remember it, but she said it's fascinating. Aw, sales. I mean, you could always, like, do the dead eye. Can you do, like, the doll eye? Hmm. They might not choose you for that. Yeah, it's the tattoos, the colored hair, like, they assume my looks mean my political views, I guess. Which isn't always true. A matter of fact, I know a lot of people with tattoos who are need we go on? Was in and out after an hour because I said I couldn't be unbiased in the trial, which wasn't a lie. It was too close to home. Oh, no shit. I can't, like, people are always like, these are ways to get out of it. These are ways to get out of it. I cannot lie. And it is the least I can do. I mean, if people stop doing jury duty and just try to get out of it all the time, we're not going to have juries anymore. And God, fuck, what happens then? Exactly. They say, judge a book by its cover. Mm-hmm. I do get judged by the cover. That being said, I don't exactly go about my life thinking about my cover in terms of how other people are going to view it. I just want to be happy with what I look at in the mirror in the morning. The rest of them can suck it. I know, I've heard that. And in Korea, I think tattoos are kind of frowned upon. Are those gang tattoos? Yeah, this is the Nana Banana gang. We watch Price is Right, and we eat chocolates, and we giggle and say things like fuck inappropriately as little old women. And then this one is the gang of Chamberlain, and we're all Skeksis. Welcome back. Back to life. Back to reality. DMCA comes down on me immediately. Welcome back, everybody. Zoe was here, I think I saw Zoe first thing this morning. I feel like I did say hi. But, yep, I knew it. Boosh Beach. I knew I saw Zoe. I was gonna be like, I have smoked pot. I mean, let's be honest. Human memory. Oh my god. Vile gifted 10 subs while I was stuck in the cabinet of silence. And then just gifted 5 more subs. I would like to welcome all of you. If I can scroll that far, I'm gonna try. Vile, you're very sweet, and I very much appreciate your support of my channel and giving these people the ability to say fuck ads. If you've been gifted a sub in my channel today by anybody, make sure to refresh. There's something in my eye. Got her. Make sure to refresh because sometimes it doesn't kick in. And Vile or whomever, I got it. It was a fuzz. Can you see that little bastard? Probably not. Ugh. Anyways, if you've been gifted a sub, you get the pass. You don't have to watch ads. Not that I force ads, I just run them during my breaks because it's a Twitch thing, What are you gonna do? But I appreciate you. Hold up. Oh. Alchemy. Oh. I don't think I've ever done this. It feels wrong. I love you. I'm so sorry. Remind me to give you back your big knife. What are we cheersing to? I'm done to cheers. To the gifted subs? Hell yeah. I still have like half a bag of not Dawn Patrol video. I just finished Dawn Patrol. It was a very sad morning. It was a sad dawn, if I may. Moron, Catherine. Hold on, I gotta scroll. Let me read these ones before I lose them. Vile, again, thank you from the deepest pits of my Gucci. Oh, look at that. Stop. She's so cute, I die. Dread Pirate Robert, Psychogenesis, Reaper Grimm, Creep Show, and Raving Sanity. Use all boat wizards of the highest order, go forth and be consensual in every way, and continue to be a badass motherfucker. I appreciate you all being here, and refresh the channel, seriously, because you don't have to suffer ads. And then let me see if I can find where Vile assaulted me earlier. Nope. Fuck. You know what? If you're here and you know what happened, just say thank you. It's nice. I appreciate you. Thanks for being the best. We do love Alk. She's probably listening. She probably went to pee or something, honestly. She's fuming. I gotta come up. That's one thing I gotta write down. I still gotta come up with point rewards. Rod's a tattletale. I can tell. A little thirsty, Rod? Do you feel like I don't like you for some reason? What's happening? Oh, about jury duty. Oh shit, Barilla, thank you. I'm gonna make a note about that. My sister said it was really cool class. She works for a law office where they so you know how like back before like the crash of 2008, all these contractors would buy up all this land, clear cut it without any licenses, build up a huge like development before anyone even noticed, and that was that. So then the 2008 crash happened, and they all got caught because they lost their money. All their money fell out, so they couldn't build as fast as they clear cut, and they all got in trouble because they were clear cutting wetlands and like salmon runs and all this shit. It was wild. So what my sister's office does today is essentially anyone who does that, like even on your private property, if someone sees that you bulldoze a salmon creek or some, because she's in Washington, salmon, big thing there, or likewise anything like that, she gets to come in and not only fine you bajillions of dollars for destroying the wildlife or the environment. She finds you, and then she says, all right, you have to plant this many trees and this many bushes and this many of this species and this species, and you have to hire like an environmentalist to come out and tell you exactly what species you wiped out, and you have to replace every single one of them, and it's wild. She's a fighter for the people and for nature. For nature, really. It's amazing. Oh, not informational. I mean, is it? What kind of video? You're taunting me. I got it. Oh, Lil just shocked the fuck out of me. Did you guys hear that crackle in my headphones? Jesus. Jeebus.
So I got jury
Stop.
duty.
No, shh. Okay. I hate autoplay. Sorry. We got it. And I also pulled up a little bit of brain bleach for all of us that I thought would be very nice to watch after watching all that fuckery. Hi, penis, my lover. Dude, your spider is getting so big, it's insane. I fed him yesterday and he scared me. He threat posed a worm. JW Hunter, thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive and giving it native swings. I appreciate you very much. Also, it's a Prime sub. If you have Amazon, if you have Amazon Prime, you're already paying for a free sub to give to any streamer once a month. You might as well use it. Bond up those two, your Twitch account with your Amazon account. You know, you like connect them or whatever in your settings. You have a free sub to give away. You're already paying for it. Please use it and don't give it to Bezos. He makes like $8 million a minute. I'm sorry I do the spiel every day, but I'll do it forever because some people don't know. It's crazy. Jedekiah with that resub. Thank you for 5
awesome fucking months, and hail the Dank Lord.
I couldn't not be myself if I tried. I think I did try for a bit and I started to die, which is why I quit being a respiratory therapist and I just do this now. Whatever my parents did, they made this too strong. This Bo Schnagel. Luker Gamer just gifted a sub to one of my favorite people in the whole world. The wonderful neighbor of Rod Johnston. The woman who allows our special friend to call her wife. Bless her heart. She is the most generous of us. Hail. Oh, I love you, Luker. That's beautiful. Thank you for that. Oh, alchemy! Yes! I see you. Thank you, Sales. That was a really clever way of flagging her so I could fucking do this. See, I mean, I wish I could show this to you guys. She still has a badge as a sword. It's so weird. I have to unmod alchemy again and then mod her to give her sword back. It's the strangest Twitch glitch, but it's been forever. It's so, oh my god. I got beat. it. I get it. God damn. Is she back yet? Did it work? Did it work? I think I did it. Did it work? Say something. Please. Yay! I beat the motherfuckers that are better than me. A story? Oh my god, what kind of story? Like for real. You get to Cloud, you get to I mean, I'll tell any story. By the way, you guys put us in a hype train if you're unaware. It's just a way to get cool free emotes from Twitch. They're cute. There's a pug in there and a spider. Now we'll always I know. Can Alk unflag herself? Because that's kind of hilarious. Penis, yes. I'll try to I fed him last night. So yeah, I'll send you a picture of his enclosure just to show you what I mean by I'll send you a picture of him next time I feed him. He lives in a webby hellscape. I mean, second heaviest webber of 47 tarantulas. Easily. You don't see that bitch. He's hidden. He's a hidden motherfucker. It's amazing. Like, you don't see him. He comes, but he's neon orange. So when he's hungry, you see like neon orange faded through the webbing, and you're like, oh, okay, he's hungry. I see him. That's the only way I know. But he's beautiful. He is gorgeous. But I mean, when you see him, when I'm able to get a good shot, you'll be like, oh, no shit, he hides underground all the time. He's a highlighter. I'd hide too. Thank you for the hype train, motherfuckers. I appreciate you very much. Your support of my channel is unending, and seriously, like, I'm just so grateful. I don't know what to say. I'm awkward. I'm an awkward turtle about it, but I love you and thank you. You can't unmonitor yourself? I love this. This is amazing. My mods can bully each other. Oh my god, that dancing knight is precious. Oh, cute. I like that little bobbing knight. It's adorable. Have you? By who? Where? How did I miss this? Oh, I'm so sorry. Were you really? I missed it, but like I got it. I will do it. I trust. I mean, Rod's claiming it himself. I got you, boo. I got you, boo. Rod gets banned all the time. I mean, it doesn't feel as weird. Whereas, like, I've never put the knife to Alchemy's throat, theoretically speaking, allegedly. It was a sick ostrich. Cloud, if you really want to, I mean, I have a bajillion hospital stories and otherwise stories about life, but I usually am like, if you want to pick a theme, I mean, I also have kind of a video. Oh, Alchemy gets to pick. Alk, do you want a story? If you want to think about it for a minute, I have like a little, I prepared a little brain bleach for us. It's just 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I think it's like 6 minutes, 5 minutes, but worth every single second. You'll love it. It's not a waste of our 6 minutes. Cloud McStrife redeemed Tell a Story, which is one of the points redeemed things in my thing because I have 5 bajillion stories of just, I don't know, a storyteller, I guess. And Cloud gave it to you. You get to pick. So, like, for instance, if someone wants a medical story, I'll say, pick a body part. Penis got done. All my mods are going to be gone. This is going to be mayhem. Oh, Fiat, I hope you're ready to work. I love you, penis. Have a good pee. Wash your hands. I've heard all the stories. Ooh. You know what, Alk? That's a category in itself for me to challenge myself and think of something I've never, ever told you guys. Not something that's a secret, but maybe something that's just never come up. Something even you wouldn't have heard. Ice Penis's true form. Oh my god, don't get near him. If he bites you, you two turn into a phallus. It happens. For the summer, we searched for an offering that had some really unique, refreshing, and wild fruity notes. We landed on this honey process from Zambia. Ooh. From the Isanya estate. They roast their beans a bright, crisp, citrus crisp, and full of fruity notes. Oh, yum. Black cherry lime and juicy. Have you tried that? Because it sounds scrumptious. Oh, Gorg, isn't it fun watching it from the outside? I love watching it in Zach's channel. This is what it feels like when I watch it in Zach's channel. I just sit there and I watch like everyone attack Scott over and over and over again. Forever. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? My boobs hurt. I think I'm gonna get my period soon. I'm sorry if I keep rubbing my tit. They're just killing me, and now I feel weird about it. But I can't stop. Ow. It's fine. About a drive in a forest? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna write that down. Just so I don't forget. Because I gotta think. Oh. Rod, I know you're listening, and you and I both know I'm never gonna beat these fuckers good on a keyboard. Like, I'm literally trying the click method to unmod mod because typing ain't my game. But I'll give it my best fucking shot every step of the way. I got you, boo. Jackie, right? It's like you want to rub them like a sore muscle, but nothing happens. They're just like lumpy and swollen. It's the worst. But I feel like I don't even notice I'm doing it until I'm like, oh, you're on camera. Stop. Don't just rub your tits, Katie. You go get banned, bitch. Oh, penis. Good luck. Here, I'll distract them. Honestly, this is kind of a great distraction from the nonsense we had to visualize today, though. This is great. You guys are amazing. Honestly, it's like it's kind of tradition when new mods get modded that my mods immediately spend points to get them banned for 2 minutes and then just continuously ban them because it's kind of the last time they'll really ever get to do it, you know? Unless they have bajillions points, which lots of them do. No shame. You know what I mean, though? Kelty, thank you for the... Wait. Kelty with that 21 months.
Kelty and Misty, I love you to the moon and back and even further. Infinitely, the universe, thank you for the resub. I knew I heard it.
Thank you, love. I appreciate you. Okay, I wrote down Drive in Forest. I've got it. It's in my head. I lived in the woods. I'm trying to think of a mildly funny Drive in the Forest story. Because just we've had enough sad. We've had enough fucking sad today. There's been enough. Rod, I try. I'm not trying. Like, the more you bring attention to yourself, it might be worse. Maybe, like, don't say anything when you come back, and I'll just keep trying to mod you and see what happens. I don't know, man. Kind of putting a target on your fucking back, bro. I love you so much. I don't know what to do about it. I can't be faster. This is why I mod them. They're better than me. Yeah, I know. I swear to fuck a dog fuzz. Hold on. I felt a fuzz go in my eye. But I've got the video. It's right here. Oh my fucking god. Ew! Holy shit. That was horrible. It's like they come out of the air. I don't know what's happening. Out of nowhere, all of a sudden it's just stingy and I feel it. Like, why do these come out of nowhere? No one's getting remodded right now, Rod. I gotta pick a fuzz out of my eyes, so you might as well just go take a piss. I love you, brother. It'll happen. It's not right now. Something's in mom's eye. Oh, God, I'm blinded. Blinded by the light. Ah! Oh, my God. Did I get it? No. I can like see it going across my eyeball like a worm. It's just a really long little dog fuzz, like one of those stupid, ultra fine. Oh my god, dog hairs. Ah! Oh my god, did I get it? I'm scared to put my eyelid down. Tony just redeemed 5,000 mods, 5,000 mods, 5,000 souls to thank the mods. Probably for the entertainment, yeah. You guys are the content. Good job. Ow. What in the fuck happened? I can't see anything on my eye, but I can feel it. That's what's I'm kind of just going a little nuts. It's fine. We're going to get it. Sorry. Mod's got the show. Katie's got to clean her eyeball apparently. Not clean it, but it's like my eyelashes are like a Venus flytrap, man. It's a hellscape. But like for all the wrong reasons, you know? I think I might have got it. I don't know where it is, but I think I might have got it. Oh, you defeated Meg? Oh my god, congratulations. Fuck yeah. What weapon? Wait, what weapon? What weapon? I still can't see. I'm having a hard time. Jesus. It's so gross. I want to tell you about how I can feel it sliming across my eyeball, but that's probably going to not be a fun time for anybody involved. Ew! I think I got it. No, I got like a little dog fuzz just flew in my hair into my eyeball from the air. Right when we were just talking just now, and it stung so bad. I know. Aren't eyelashes supposed to protect me? I don't see shit, man. I don't know. Normally I can see it like in my eyelashes. I don't see the hair, but I don't feel it anymore. So we're just gonna risk it. Hi, Mad. How are you, love? Hopefully. And hopefully it doesn't just fucking fall in my eye while I'm talking. Oh god, I hate this. Eyes though. What a weak part of the body. Lawrence, hi Mismo. How are you, love? How's life going? Did I get it? Did I beat everyone? I think I modded them. I mean, to be fair, they are quite sus though. Kind of. Oh my god, mad. It's maddening, seriously. The amount of times I'll just be like chilling and all of a sudden hair in my eye and I'm like, what did I do to deserve that? Universe. I can't like who could do you know anyone that can just walk around life with a hair in their eye? Can anyone just keep existing like this? Because I can't. Happy 420. Cheers. I packed a new bowl. Look at this. Hell yeah. Cheers, bitches. They are. This is true. What I mean, though, David, if you think about it, if we didn't have eyes, we'd just get to touch everyone's butts. It would be normal. So I get where you're coming from. I too like to look at butts. Oh my god. Oh my god, I got it. I really desperately want to prove to you guys that I'm not crazy. It's so stupid, little and fine. I think I already lost it though. No! I hate this. It's I It's in my hand. It's so small. Can you see it poking out between my fingers? That was in my eyeball. It's floating. It's so fine and stupid and small. A little bitch. Heyo. Why is this my life? Where did that come from and why was that in the air? Fucking maddening. Why? Yeah, Reaper, dude, I've got a couple. Well, I have one. I have one Well, yeah, I have one reptile that blinks. But yes. If you look in your eye, that like squishy pink, like muscly bit in the inner corner. A lot of people think that's your tear duct. It's not. That's actually the residual tissue that was our vestigial eyelid because we had one as well. Imagine. Blink, blink. Cheers. Sorry, I'm late. I'm really glad I got that the fuck out of my eye, though, because it was stingy. Cheers. Oh my god, a month? It's so wild, man. I've had a few friends, as we probably all have, who have had, various issues conceiving. And I can't even fathom what it feels like for the couple. There's another fuzz on my nose ring. They're in the air. I'm dying. I can't even imagine what it feels like for the couple. But it feels like, the problem stage takes 5 million years. But then once they get pregnant, it's like, oh my god, they have 7 babies. What? It goes so fast. I can't believe you're about to have a baby. Oh my god, if it was a tarantula hair, we'd know. I'd be gone. I swear to fuck, there's a fuzz on my nose now. Why are they in the air? What happened? Why am I living in a hellscape of fuzz? My dogs don't even shed. Probably carpet fuzz, to be honest. It tickles, and I can't not pay attention to it. Nuh-uh. 3 months? Wait. Damn, they really pushed that limit, didn't they, on that 10 weeks ripped up puss. Oh my god, the fuzz. I think it's stuck on my nose ring. I'm dying, you guys. This is so gross to watch, I know. I swear I'm not picking my nose. But I can feel it. I imagine it's like having one nose hair longer than all the other nose hairs, and every time you do this, you feel it touch the wall of your nose, and you're like, absolutely not today, Satan. Who can function with this? It can't just be me, right? I'm going crazy. I can't reach. My Nana could lick her nose, though. Fun fact, Matt. I don't know if I've ever told you that. I swear I can feel it, like, flying around my nose, but they're so fine I can't see them. Sometimes I just want to screech. Let's watch this video, because I've seen it. Well, not the jury one, but the other one I've seen. And it's excellent brain bleach for those of us who watched the insurrection shit today with full attention and hated all of it. I swear to fuck. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm going crazy. My Nana could. She had a pointy tongue. She could, like. That's all I got. I have like a fat, that kind of tongue. She had that little pointy tongue. She could tip her nose. I can't do it. I'm going nuts. Wouldn't that be sick if I just got a huge, like, worm out of my nose or something, though? Like, this whole time it was a creature. I am Corpse Bride. Another homecoming queen. Okay, anyways, videos. Rod, yes, I did. Are you kidding me? Do you think I not look at Twitter before stream every day and look for an adorable video of your dog? What kind of fucking so you don't see that. I have the brain bleach. We're gonna do the brain bleach first because it's good. You'll love it. For alchemy, because we've been friends for many, many moons, just a few years. We're both just barely beyond 21. We're infantile, but it feels like forever because we're so young. Um, doesn't that sound like a load of shit? As much as it sounds like it to me, sick. No, we've been friends forever, and she's been my mod forever, and probably has heard every story I have to tell. So my theme for Alk is I'm trying to think of a story or something that for some reason I've never brought up on stream or ever told you guys. I don't know how that's going to happen because we talk all day, every day for the past 7-ish years, but I'm doing my best. Whereas the other one, I've got the forest story. Yeah, I've got the forest story. Taco, I don't think most of the people of Texas are shitheads. Did you see I don't know if you're on Twitter. I tweeted yesterday, I was like, so when do we start creating asylum for all the Texans who need to escape the creepy ass regime their government's creating? Because they're being all crazy and like, we're going to secede again. And I feel like there's a lot of people in that state who just don't deserve to be subjected to that, but do not have the funds or the means to get the fuck out of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I have a library. Seriously, most of my stories come up because you guys say something. You guys tell me a story and it flashes something. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't thought of that in 20 million years. And it's fun because then we get to compare childhoods, and a lot of people have freakishly similar childhoods. And that there, y'all, Katie. You could talk about the tone you went to jury duty with the fuck. Oh my God. That would be a made up story. The time I went to jury duty with the fuck racism shirt. Which was a glorious day. The last time I went to jury duty, I'm not even kidding you, on my way into the building, 2 cops were sitting outside drinking coffees off the roof of a cop car downtown Baltimore. And I just peacefully walk by, hoping to not make eye contact or anything because it's like 7 o'clock in the morning and I don't want to be there. And one of them goes, hey there, little lady, or some other demeaning, whatever, female something at me. And I turn around anxiously, like, did I do something wrong? Because I don't like cops and they make me nervous. And he goes, everyone's guilty today. Hardy har har. And then giggles a bunch with his chubby white friend. I mean, they were very stereotypically like cops. I think that was a crime, but I didn't know it at the time. It made me very nervous. That's not the story I'm telling you. Here is the brain bleach. I'm making sure it's on good quality. We got it on 1080. It is how do I put this without spoiling it? Do you have tissues? Do you have your masturbating tissues nearby? Grab them. You might cry. It's fine, but it's good. So just a mild background on the video. It's like 6 minutes, but it's fucking fabulous. It is Mr. Rogers, of course. Probably the only reason I'm even remotely a good person today, or try to be a good person. Fighting to keep PBS alive, but I think his message should be played out loud to Trump and all his Trumpy Trump people. I don't know if they'd hear it or not, but maybe one. I don't know. It's very poignant to all the anger we're seeing and all the just like fear-based action, which tends to be very violent and finite. Oh, it breaks my heart and I hate it so much. But anyways, ass fucks me up hard, dude. Ugh. The lyrics to that little song he created for one child. Yeah. I don't even remember if in this it says it because I was kind of blacking out already crying because I knew what it was. Oh my God, the fuzz. But what do you do with the mad you feel is actually something a small child just said to him one day. And he didn't have an answer, so he made a song. Don't y'all wish you had someone cool like that to talk to when you were a kid? I know what you know, but I feel the same. I was trying to type and I was like, oh, it's just a rainbow psychedelic venture over here. I don't know what I'm typing anymore. Uh, Same Vile Blues was another one. Yep. I know. I'm sorry. I'm such a sap for happy stuff like that. Because, I mean, you could look at it in one way. You could look at it as you're angry you didn't have someone like that to talk to. Or the way I think I look at it and why I cry is I look at it like some kids had someone like that to talk to, and that's pretty cool. You know? Ugh. But that's what makes us all the more special and unique. Little cracks and stuff, you know? All the garbo. I will give you the link to this clip if you would like it, but I highly suggest if you have Netflix watching Will You Be My Neighbor, which is the documentary on Mr. Rogers, and bring tissues, and I don't even know, man. It's a ride of emotions, but he was, I mean, from his core, a really good person. I mean, no one's perfect, but he really tried to just be good, and I mean, didn't even try. He just was good. Oh God, it's crazy. The message is powerful. Exactly, that's the thing. It's the message behind it. It's just beautiful. I broke while I was working and had to go outside for a second. No. That Steve video destroyed me. I know. What the fuck, mom? I'm trying to work. Didn't it? He probably thought it was going to be a joke. That's what I thought it was going to be. Exactly. And honestly, I think that's admirable because nobody's perfect. Putting on the air of perfection is not healthy for anybody. The person putting on the air or the people there that idolize them, you know? And he was well aware that like thousands of kids were watching him, little tiny forming brains every single day. And it's just like the documentary, you just got to watch it. I can't, if I talk about it too much, I'm just going to be a blubbering booger. It gets me in my parts. What would that be like for a lot of children out there having a dude chilling like that around? Just any human, a human that they feel they can trust to say anything to. And like that's one thing the documentary really focuses on that was I didn't really realize as a child, like I was those kids with watching Mr. Rogers when I was a kid, was that his biggest like mission was that he wanted to get across to adults that it's a lot easier to form these trusting, wonderful bonds with your children if you acknowledge that their emotions and feelings are just as valid and strong as yours. Just because they're 3 doesn't mean they're not feeling everything you're feeling. I mean, if I just thought of it just on my own with no science background, I think it's worse. It's like all that, but in that tiny little form with no outlet or no language or ability or no knowledge what to do with it. Oh my God. But he talks about that a lot. And it just like, he brings you back to those moments when you're a kid having emotions like that. And you're not being acknowledged. Like everyone around you is either laughing or telling you it's not that bad, get over it or something. And you are just sitting there like the ball of, but it does feel like all that or that bad. He brings you back to those places and makes you like question, God damn, man. Oh yeah, I just showed a clip of Mr. Rogers because we needed some happy bleach for our brains. And he always makes me so happy. And I was telling people they gotta watch his documentary because it's beautiful, but I didn't want to spoil it. I watched the video again with my dad. His first time seeing it, oh, was there so much cry? How many tissues? Was it sick? Dude, I can't. I can't not cry when I watch it. Right, Fussy? It's one of the most beautiful documentaries, I mean, ever. He's one of the most, just, without have knowing him personally, sure did make quite the fucking impact on me as a kid. Damn. Pure, right? And we were just talking about that, Fussy. I was like, like no human being is perfect. And putting on the air of perfection, like trying to make everybody think you're perfect or letting people idolize you as perfect, neither is healthy. And I think he knew that to a certain extent. I don't want to spoil the documentary for those who haven't seen it, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. But he really was like, I think to his core, like he was good, like just good. all around just wanted people to feel good around him. And it's just like, how often do you have someone like that in your life? You hold them and you trap them and you put them in a closet forever. And you name them mud and you give them swords, but you never feed them so they can't pick the swords up. And it's like a cruel joke. Who would do such a thing? Gross. Oh, you watched Steve message with your dad? Oh my God. He hadn't seen that? Stop. Oh, that makes it worse somehow. That one hits me harder, and I don't know why. Maybe because it's a side of Steve I've just never seen from Blue's Clues. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Blue's Clues. It was a little young for me, but I had a younger sister who would watch it all the time, and I loved it. I would watch it with her. Look who's got a letter. I still sing that every time I have a letter in my mailbox. Who doesn't? You're lying. I wouldn't, basically. Yep, he made it a point to make people feel welcome, inclusive, and comfortable, and it shows. I mean, even in this documentary and what little bits are filmed, because it's back when film was relatively new, you see these kids start to open up to him in a way. I mean, he uses his puppets and stuff to talk to the kids because kids are much more comfortable talking to a stuffed animal than a face sometimes. And like the stuffed animal will start talking to the small child about how Mr. Rogers is a really cool guy if you want to talk to him. And then they start talking to Mr. Rogers and trusting him. And I'm going to cry again. It's just really cool, man. I hope those kids went on to feel good about themselves or have happy in their life. You know, no life is perfect and beautiful all the time, but at least some happy. Just eat your leg. Oh God. I just finished a book called My Heart is a Chainsaw and it left me wounded. Then I came here to see Mr. Rogers. Did I just throw a bucket of salt on your open gashes? I'm so sorry. Pyro, be safe and brush your teeth. Have a beautiful night, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, look who got a letter. The post. Every time he got like he'd get like letters in the mail. And Blue would bark at the door and he'd be like, "Oh my God, is the mail person here?" And they'd get a letter out of the mailbox. And then they'd dance inside. Look who got a letter. It was just, yep, I was very into it, as you can tell. Watched them all with my little sister, but definitely used her as an excuse. Redmond Forge, my brain is fucked. It's so beautiful. Mr. Rogers was such, what a gift we had. Those of us who got to watch him and still get to watch him. What a gift. Seriously. Same, Vile, 100%. I watched every single episode with her. Who didn't? It was like, I wasn't that old. I mean, we're 5 years apart, but it wasn't, I guess, I don't know. It was enough to keep me going and keep me attentive. You didn't grow up with Mr. Rogers? I mean, no, I kind of did. I think that was one of the first things I ever watched. Sales, you ended up a really good person. Regardless, good job. As far as I can tell. I mean, aside from the bodies, but most of them are so like decomposed. That was a while ago, right? Like you're over that. That was like a stage, right? That's what they call it, a phase. Oh, that's what we just Fussy, I'm not even kidding you. That's what I just played for chat was the Congress speech because we just watched the insurrection, like insurrection number 4 on Twitch on YouTube. Insurrection committee hearing number 4, I should say. And it was hard today. There was a lot of just gross, nauseous, oh, bad, ugly, lots of ugly. And while I was on my break, I was trying to think like what would be good, just beautiful brain bleach for us all to like. We might cry, but it's good tears, like happy, like oh, there is good, you know. Mr. Rogers may be gone, but he cannot and is not the only example of good. I think it's oh my God, is this the video? Are you gonna make us watch it? Should I play it for everybody like a dick? I was very far away from Mr. Rogers geographically. He wasn't big here. I grew up on Die Sendung mit der Maus. Is that about a mouse? Cute. I honestly, well, that's what I almost stopped and was like, well, I technically didn't grow up with Mr. Rogers either. I was babysat by my grandparents all the time. And my Nana, from the moment TV came out, she had a big screen fucking TV and she was addicted to game shows. So when I went to her house, I got to watch Mr. Rogers. But I didn't grow up with shit, really. I grew up with books. Serendipity books, to be exact. Anybody read those? Did you see the Viking guy video I posted in vids? I've been hitting a wall lately, and it showed up on my FYP. No, did I not see it in there? Hold on. Okay. I gave you guys the link to Mr. Rogers. I just wanted to make sure before I closed it. Discord all day today has just been closing on its own, like the whole program. I think I need to update it. I think I've been avoiding an update for a while. My bad. I'm scared of Discord updates, to be completely fair. They make me nervous. You can't blame me for that one. Seriously, Zakarian? See, the whole concept of cartoons for teens was like in the... Did that like start like 90s? Like, Ghost, whatever, Space Ghost? Was that his name? Some Ghost? Space Ghost. Space Ghost? Space Ghost. And most of it was like on MTV or something. And my mom, like, I don't know if you can still do this. If you like have Dish, I don't have TV. I have never gotten TV for myself because I didn't grow up with it. I don't give a fuck about it. But back in the day, if you had Dish, you could put passwords on certain channels. And I shit you not, my mom would put passwords and shit on MTV because she thought it was dirty. Because it was music videos. Like, I think she saw Fiona Apple's Criminal one time and was like, the kids seen the Nip Nops! And blocked it. It was a good time. So I missed a lot of it, but I caught up on tons of it. Like, oh my god, I've talked about it here. One of my favorites. I always forget his name, though. It's like Felix the Cat, kind of creepy-ass, old, dark animation. The something. I want to say the Tick. It was not the Tick. It's the Max. The Max. Max was one of my shits, but I was definitely far too young to watch that when I saw it. Way too young. But it was a cartoon, so my parents had no idea. Mm-hmm. And this was the best part, though. So I had a ton of older siblings. And I think at most... We know. At most, there was like 6 of us living at home just because we were pretty spread out. And my mom, for some reason, would always trust my little sister with the password because it was like, oh god, I can't remember. It wasn't to get into MTV. Like, her and my mom would like order a pay-per-view movie or something. I don't even remember. It was something that Sarah needed the code. And my mom was like, oh, Sarah wants to watch a new Disney movie? Okay. And she'd give her the code. And Sarah would give it to us so fast. Like, we would have that code faster than my mom could get it out of her own mouth. Because she was the youngest of 8. She had currency. My mom just kept feeding her currency forever. So she'd suddenly like catch us watching MTV and be like, I don't know how you fuck you got into that. Next day we'd get the code, get back. I mean, it was just, once you learn how to get past, the parental block of technology, it was quite simple. Liquid television, kind of that. Yep, that era. What else was on there? I can't. The Max. Oh, the Head. Yep. Genova. Yes. Ooh, Brittany.
Hail Satan Beach.
Sorry. Yes. I love Futurama, but that was another one I didn't watch live. Like, I didn't have TV at all. That started when I was like in middle school or high school. I was exposed to a lot of that actually through like friends and guys I dated, like Aqua Team Hunger Force and that era of animation. All of it was just through dudes I dated. I would go hang out at their house after school and be like, oh my god, TV. Whoa, this was the cartoon characters? Okay, I have to see these. Oh, the elephant's really cute though. The other ones look like representations of different drugs. Like, this is your brain on insert here. But the elephant's cute. He looks shifty and I like him. I loved Meatwad. Me too. Hey guys, I don't know what's going on. Please leave me alone in my room. Also, the monster in the attic that drinks juice. I love Daria, but I didn't see it live. I actually own all of Daria on DVD, but get this. So, because MTV which at the time did own the rights to the music that they put in Daria and like every other show ever that was during that era. They don't have the rights anymore. So I have Daria, but there's no music in it. It's really weird. Like legit copy. My sister got it for me for Christmas. But it's like got this generic background, like la 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 all the time. No Nine Inch Nails, no hints to Trent, nothing. There's nothing. It's weird. It's very weird. Still a great show, but my little sister Sarah, like if you've ever tried to picture her, the one I always talk about, she's usually in chat hanging with us. Daria. Without one substitution. Make Daria a lawyer. My sister Sarah. What up, Myron? How are you, honey bean? 80s kids forever. We're old and crusty. We were born in the 1900s. Oh my god. Wait, okay. D. Mittermaus, the program with the mouse. Oh my god, original. Was a program broadcasted every Sunday, mixing little cartoons with social or scientific videos. Bill Nye, the science guy. I mean, we can go there if we want to get deep into the emotions. Bill Nye, oh man, what a crack show I found. And I found that at my Nana's. My Nana was the only reason I saw any TV, I think, maybe. Ooh. Traumatized by a psychiatrist. Wait, why were you at a psychiatrist? Psychiatrists they don't tend to have the, I don't want to be like, because, there's good psychiatrists that do, but psychiatrists are usually only the drug givers, not the therapy givers. So they tend not to have the best bedside manner. It's doctor versus a nurse. You know what I'm saying? Psychiatrists can be kind of like, it's like the path to get where you need to go. I'm sorry. She sounds like not a nice person. I don't think anyone should be leaving any psychiatrist, psychologist's office feeling like they were traumatized by said person. Yeah, Pendragon. I was just thinking the same thing. Like, I'm feeling very fucking lucky that my psych has never. I just have a psychologist. My therapist has never made me feel. Let me leave our appointments feeling bad. Like, you can trudge up some ugly shit, but we always try to leave it on a lighthearted note. Paige, oh my god.
2 years! Oh, let's talk about leaving it on a light note. It's a really long time for putting up with my bullshit, and I appreciate you. Thank you for the resub, lover.
Tell us how you got her. So I don't know why sales just reminded me of this. The German words, I think, reminded me of it. We started watching The Boys season 2 last night, which is why I stayed up way too late because I got into it. And I was going to ask you a question about it, and I totally blanked. Nothing about German, anything, I don't think. I mean, I don't know why you reminded me of it. A mouse, maybe? What was it? Oh, no. I do remember. Has anybody read the comics and know the inner lore? Because that's what my question's regarding, and I lean on you for this. She gave me no empathy while I was dealing with my things being damaged. Yeah. She sounds like a cunt. Oh, I loved Ren and Stimpy. Do you remember how Count Chick and Ren and Stimpy on Cartoon Network? I watched the fuck out of Cartoon Network. Oh yeah, but I think I know what you're talking about when you say LSD. The creepy ass freeze frame scenes where I don't know why specifically. I always remember it was like Stimpy's fucking litter box, I think. But they would, pretend the camera was turning towards it, and it would just be that hyper surrealistic chunk of cat shit in the litter box that looked like something special. Holy, I don't know what it was. It was weird, but it was like, I think that was very formative in my young years. Those scenes, they really kind of fucked my brain up. Let's cheers. They scared me. Squidward in Dutch is called Octo in Dutch. Hey, that kind of makes more sense considering the 8 legs. I know, Sarah. Did you notice? So get this, Sarah. You'll hate this. Let me cheers real quick. Otherwise, I'll cry. I've cried a lot today. We've seen some shit today. But remind me, Weird story. I think Millie's spiritually with me today for some reason. What's the date? Nothing special. I don't know what's going on. Vile, I hadn't seen season 2 yet, so that's what I'm asking about. Wait, Viada. So, not today, but I mean, just you typing the date, just now I realized in 2 days is officially 4 years as a full-time streamer. Is it 4? It can't be. Is it 4? No, it's not. Is it 3? I don't know. I don't want to say happy summer solstice. Blessed be love. Fall Guys free to play. Ooh, that's a good thing to tell everyone. If you're looking for a fun game to play, just to like jump in group with other people, Fall Guys is free to play today, and that's a really fun game. I'm gonna be checking out that other one that Psycho's been telling me about. I feel like there's a fuzz on me. Vile, go restart that shit. I mean, my timeline in my brain is a little bit. I can't remember which happened first, so I know I had my, for lack of a better term, breakdown when I turned 30. It was literally like the summer before I turned 30 because when I turned 30, I went to Disney World and I was still in the midst of said breakdown. I was medicated, but it was at the beginning of the medication when it hadn't built up at all yet. Let me tell you, Disney World don't make it any better. And that was the year I turned 30, and I'm 34 now, which I hate saying out loud. I don't know why. Because time doesn't feel like it passed, but I still aged. Probably that. Trooper, really? What up? At least we got it over early when our bodies could still like mildly handle it, you know? I think I went full time the year I turned 30. When I like had my breakdown, I was like, I got to change my life because I can't keep doing this. Fussy, will you put them in the Discord? Because then I won't lose them in chat. I can like go click them after stream. If not, put them up. I'll save them in my tabs. It's just there's always a chance. I don't want to lose it. The freeze frames in Ren and Stimpy, a lot of those were made by one of my favorite background artists. Nuh-uh. Oh, I am going to stalk the shit out of this person. Scott Wills. Wills. If anybody else is interested. Scott Wills. He later went on to do Samurai Jack. Oh, no shit. No, that actually makes a lot of sense. I'm going to go check out that. I love that hyper surrealistic art, to be honest. Is it hyper surrealistic? Hyper realistic, probably? Because it wasn't necessarily surreal. It was kind of like you put the macro lens on the camera and saw all their pores and shit for a second, but way worse. I don't know what you would call that though. Hold on, let me write this down. Scott Wills. Hell yeah. Survived it, right? I mean, I don't know if my body could have handled this if I was like, for instance, like if it was in 20 years and I'm going through menopause at the same time and have a mental breakdown. I'd be locked up in a special room with a special white jacket. Mass Effect Legendary. Oh, one of my favorite games of all time ever, and my next tattoo. Mass Effect Legendary will probably be free. I don't know why I'm burping. Will probably be free for Amazon Prime members as an Origin unlocked soon. Fuck yes. So if you have been considering dabbling in the effect of Mass, maybe wait until July 12th, which I will be back from London by then. So I will be here to nag you and remind you when it actually goes on sale. Don't worry. I'm writing it down. Because I love sales. I never buy anything. Well, I love sales as well, like sales. But for real, I never buy anything unless it's on discount. The games and stuff. It's so rare. There's some game that I just must have first day of release. Super rare. I mean, if a new BioShock game came out, it'd probably be something like that. Fucking A. 12th. 12th. Meditation helped lots of overthinking. I found like, Trooper, I don't know if you found this as well. I remember being told, like, "Oh, you need to learn how to meditate. You need to learn how to meditate. It's gonna help you so much." Because I too am like I always describe it as like a cyclone or a hurricane in my head, and I'm the eye of it, waiting to be hit by like a cow or a shark at any moment. I'm just watching it go all the time. Um, and people used to be like, "You need to learn how to meditate." I mean, there's too many people who do it, regardless of whether or not it's placebo effect, and they say like, "Oh yeah, it's changed my life." I'm at least willing to try it, but what no one tells you is that meditation is never the same for two like the same two people. Sorry, my brain stuttered. So like one person sitting crisscross applesauce listening to home is meditation for them. For me, it's hellscape. Silent, like why can't I use my hands right now? Why am I sitting on my feet? It's cold in here. There's a breeze on my neck. Is that a fly? Am I being bitten by a mosquito? Am I constipated? Am I just a bitch today or is that my period? I don't know. Like I can't. However, I think everybody can find a form of like that cathartic meditation where your brain shuts off. It's just different for everybody. For me, it's running or just being so physical that my heart rate gets to a point where my brain won't focus on anything but, breathe in, step, breathe in, or something like that, some breathing pattern. And once I found that, I was like, "Oh my god, why do you guys keep telling us to sit crisscross applesauce and listen to this hum shit? Because it ain't working for me." I mean, I'm kind of PTSD about it at this point. Like, you wear a gi around me, and I'm like, "Please, no!" Some of us can't do that, but I think that's okay. Like, it's different for everybody. Some people find it in the gym, some people find it reading or knitting or playing piano. Like, it's just no one says that. Like, that's not it's and also it's not easy. It's not easy to tell people you have to find your own meditation. Like, we're lazy. I did it on accident, kind of, really, by running. I just found it. It's that runner's high. That's all it is. Your body shuts up, gets little endorphins, and you just Catholic rosary, literally chanting something in your head. I mean, I sing songs in my head. There are some songs I almost don't wanna tell you which ones they are because 'cause they're not pretty and they're just songs that I, for some reason, memorized from beginning to end, and I'll chant them in my head sometimes when I'm running, because I don't listen to music when I'm running because I run on the roads. There's nowhere around there's not, like I'm not, like, near a long, extensive trail running area around here, and I don't wanna be hit by a car or taken. So I keep my ears open, but I'll sing songs in my head to the exact I just know the tempo I want to run at this point. I'm basically making up my own songs, but I do that a lot. It's the same shit. It's just repeating something that you know so well you don't have to think about it. It's like a second nature, so your brain kind of goes into like its own little shit. I totally get it. I think it's different for everybody. Exactly. That's another thing. Oh my god, Kangaroos just brought up a really good point. Sorry, I'm all snotty because we cried. Well, I cried. Um, I was almost gonna sneeze. I'm fine. Uh, there it is. People think meditation is having no thoughts. It's more like holding on or following the thoughts. 1000%. And I mean, the first 25 years of my life, I told everyone around me they were fucking idiots that they kept suggesting meditation to me. I was like, it's never. Do you not realize that in order for me to shut the thoughts off, I have to reach inside and suffocate the tiny person screaming inside of me, and they haven't figured out a way to do that without me dying yet. So that's never going to happen, but people that's what they and I think it's because when you follow the thought, get into that repetitive whatever you're doing, then your brain feels empty. But it's not what is the conscious goal to be meditating. I don't know how to word that. It's like the amazing result once you find the hum of just and it doesn't have to be physically strenuous. I feel like a lot of people think maybe that's it too. I get it doing my nails. Not even kidding you. Sit here and be filing my nails and it's the attention to perfection, making them be like so fucking level and just everything my brain goes and it's almost like a hyper focus on it. It's crazy, but it's very relaxing. It's cathartic because any other moment of any time I'm awake, it's just upstairs all the time. You know, like a bunch of Irish women trying to get their word in at Christmas. Running is great, especially if you have a lot of stress you're letting out. Can be hard to sit still if you're full of anxious energy. I've kind of found that out on accident as well. I started running ages ago because I gained a lot of weight in college and was like, oh my God, I can't afford a gym membership. I don't know what to do. Run. So I ran, but I found that on accident. I noticed that days where I ran before work, before I went to work to the hospital or something like that, I just had my shit together. Like everything, my charting was on point. My report was on point. I had no struggles. Like I've never fucked up, just to clarify. Like literally, you have to be perfect to even keep a license, so that's not bragging. That's just facts. Never fucked up. But every once in a while, you have a moment where you're like, "Oh my god, which room is Mr. Green?" And you pull your sheet out, make sure who it is, and you go in. And you can't give wrong things. You can scan everything. Don't get scared. But on days where I got a good, a decent, like at least 6 hours of sleep, that seems to be my sweet spot. And I got at least like a mile run. That was it. In before I went to work. It was like all it did was like round off the edges of the rest of my day. That's all it did in the most pleasant fucking way possible. Whereas when I didn't, it's not like I felt like I was like shaking or buzzing or I didn't feel like, oh, today is an anxiety day. Time to throw up. Nothing. It was nothing like that at all. It was just like I felt myself a little bit snippier, a little bit more scatterbrained, and just a little bit like, why am I like this today? And I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. I am not a physiotherapist nor anything that. I mean, the nurses in chat, Andrew, he'd probably be able to tell you more what's up with that. I just know hearts and lungs, but I know it works and it feels wonderful. And that's really why I do it. Also, so I can eat whatever the fuck I want. That's a great outcome, but that's about it. Yep, it's your breaths. I mean, for those who don't run, like what we mean is, and this is not like flex. Running is horrible for your body. I do not suggest starting. If this sounds like something you'd like to get into, start cycling. If I wish to fuck me and my stupid giraffe body would have started cycling. David, I love you. Have a wonderful evening and thank you for spending the day with us. Seriously, I appreciate your companionship in this cuz shit like this. Today was rough. Today was rough to go that stuff is hard to see regardless of whether or not you're political. Um, but usually, I mean, just casual. I assume this is the way it is with serious runners as well. Like Scott. Scott times himself going to marathons and stuff. I just jog. I don't time myself. I have a length I do no matter what. I just go and enjoy myself. If I feel like shit, I'll walk. If I don't, I run. But for me, it's in one breath, step, step, out one entire breath, step, step, in one breath, step, step. And you're kind of doing them simultaneously, but that's all my mind starts to think about because your body is in such a physical state of why do we do this every day that you now have taken over the consciousness of thinking and of breathing and stepping. It's very bizarre, but it's actually quite blissful. I don't know how to explain that. It's weird. Happy 420 to those in Central Time. Happy 420 to my Central sluts. I love you. Metal is absolutely sales 100 loud music to be honest. Like sometimes if I'm feeling no premonitions, I got it written down. It's the rules, which is respect. Um Loud music, like sometimes if I've done my run that day and I've streamed and I'm having a just general good day, but I just feel like that prickliness, I'll go for a drive and just with the loudest metal, because metal tends to be the loudest music you can get in turn. I mean, just in addition to the knob of the volume, it tends to be like the most loud. And I turn that shit up so fucking loud I can like feel it, and it's probably not great for my eardrums, but God, does it feel good for my head? Feels very nice for my head. Cheers, y'all. Dude, Sarah, word. It's don't isn't it kind of like a safe space for you? I feel that way with my car. Like I can just suck at the song. I don't think about it. I don't even realize. I don't think about it. No one's there to think about it, but I'm going to scream cry it the whole thing. Thank you Adele for that allowance. Cheers, sorry. One sec, Andrew. Ooh, Pendragon. Rowing is one of those another thing. Because I grew up kind of on a lake, river, whatever. We learned the other day that the quote unquote lake I grew up in is 112 miles long. So you name the lake. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I grew up on a lake, so we used to kayak all the time. My mom had two. I think she still has one of them. We sunk one. Long story. We won't go there. She had two beautiful sea kayaks. So they're way longer than, the neon orange one you see on the top of Chet's Subaru Outback every weekend. They're like really long and they're usually very hard fiberglass. And they're built to cut through waves in the ocean. So like ocean kayaking. And my mom and my biological dad actually built them from scratch, I guess. That's what she told me, which is pretty cool. And they lived in Western Washington most of their lives. So they used to go sea kayaking. So when we moved, no, it was Lake Roosevelt. Is Chelan a branch of the Columbia? I think it is. I think we're all branches of the Columbia at some point, right? Just another branch of the Columbia. It's just a very long, huge branch of the Columbia. Is the Roosevelt one. We looked it up on chat one day because it feels weird when I say I grew up on Lake Roosevelt. Because when I picture a lake, I picture something vastly different from what I grew up on. Because it's what I found out 112 miles long. It's like a river. It just ends, So it is technically a lake. It's just huge. Yep. I don't know if Roosevelt was a glacial lake. I think Roosevelt's caused by a dam. I think it's a man-made caused by a dam kind of lake. I think we got on a weird string of like, oh, let's learn about all the dams in the world the other day. It was weird. I mean, people were like, Katie, you're really into dams. I was like, I don't give a fuck about dams, okay, guys? I've just like toured 3 of them. Do I love dams? I don't know. It was a weird day. But yeah, I loved kayaking though, and my shoulders. I look at pictures of myself when I was young, and I had like this nice square to my shoulder cap, just from kayaking for fun. I mean, just glazing across the lake, getting a little blaze in the middle of it, and going. My dogs would run along the beach alongside of us while we kayaked. It was awesome. But they were sea kayaks, so they were really smooth, like insanely smooth, because there were no waves to cut through. So you were just like, phew, and it was silent. That's the other weird thing. You can get relatively fast in a kayak. And, I grew up on fishing boats and whatnot. And the silence, they don't make a noise. Like, unless there's some wind and waves, like, nothing. Just slices the water. It's crazy. It's very peaceful if you ever get a chance to kayak. But it's basically like doing a rowing machine. I think a rowing machine works a lot more of you because you're also doing sit-ups while doing this. Whereas in a kayak, I don't remember ever really bending my torso too much. It's mostly this. It's a lot of twisting your torso. So maybe it's just different muscle groups. I won't say one's better over the other, but I know it's really good for your body. Andrew, my question was, does running hurt your knees? And if you could go back, do you wish you would have started cycling? Because that's what I feel like. Like, I'm addicted to running. I mean, it's my thing. It's my head crack. Without it, I feel like I'm gonna go crazy. But I know it's terrible for my like hips and knees and stuff, especially just because we're so fucking tall. Like, that's like insult to injury. It's not really great for anybody, but when you're tall, you think about it, you're just putting that much more gravity, pressure, weight on the joints and stuff. And you're taller than me. So, yeah. So, what happens is the way that I load my bowl, I don't like pinch the weed out and then put it into the bowl. I take the empty bowl and literally just put it into the grinder. Just do a little twist, kind of like you're doing a cookie cutter, like a gentle twist, and pull it out. And my bowl is like this perfectly packed, not too tight, not too loose, packed bowl. But what happens is then the weed, when I go to pack another bowl, it's all around the edges, like in a circle. And so all I did was take like the little stopper of the pen and brush it away from the edges. But yeah, it is also pushing the keef through because this grinder is pretty darn old, and the keef can gum up the screen. So sometimes like just doing that with something that's not gonna disintegrate, like don't do it with a graphite pencil or something. Idiot, stop it. Don't do that. You know what's up. Yeah. And then you got that's your little keef catch on the bottom. But yeah, if you've had a grinder for a while, like I think it's just inevitable because keef is gooey. I know. Well, you know what someone taught me, Brittany? I don't know. I can't remember who taught me this in chat. It was a bit ago. because I was complaining, like, I really wanted to clean my grinder because you can kind of see the resin in the corners. I can't pick it out without possibly compromising the grinder and then compromising what I'm smoking, you know? And someone taught me put it in the freezer overnight. Put like your whole grinder in the freezer overnight, and the next morning, I mean, it's ridiculous how easy everything just flakes off. Like just get a white plate, you know, something you can see it all on, and just start to knock on it. Everything. It looked like I had a new grinder. So I just gotta like do that. I gotta remember to do that before I go to bed. Stick the shit in the freezer. Keach Keffin Bottom was my nickname in high school. Oh my god, but who was blowing dust up your bottom? Can we talk about it? I live where two rivers intersect along the Erie Canal, so nearly everyone around here in me owns boats. That was pretty much everywhere where we lived too. Everybody had boats or kayak or jet skis, but it wasn't like super expensive yacht boats. It was like fishing boats. The most expensive boat I ever saw was a fishing boat. To be fair, so that's not a very fair statement. Those of you fishing are cringing right now because you know that that wasn't a fair statement. You know what I mean? The little aluminum shit with the little trolley motor on the back. That was like 90% of the boats I ever saw, not including the houseboats. People rent houseboats on like Roosevelt a lot because it's deep. The whole thing. Yep. I mean, obviously you can leave weed in there if you want to, but for real, because keef or, the THC oils that are causing like that keefy, that dark shit that's building up on the sides, it's a fat. I mean, oils are fats, right? So when you put it in the freezer overnight, it like crisps it up because right now it's like sticky. So all you're doing is like smearing it when you try to get it off. The grinder itself is steel or surgical steel or titanium, whatever the fuck this is. I don't know. It's so old. I have no idea. I bought it so long ago, but you guys use them. They're amazing. The Kozo grinders. It gets so freakishly cold in the freezer that the resin like peels away from it. I'm trying to think, like peeling paint on a wall, kind of. You know what I mean? Like when old paint starts to curl away from the wall. It's literally what it all does inside of it. You can just knock it off. It's incredible. I mean, I can't really explain to you how it works, but someone taught me it works well. It's incredible. The amount of weed that we've all wasted, like boiling our grinders full of keef and shit. Oh my god. Ooh, sin. Okay, so today was actually really hard to watch. Um, we cry. I think pretty much we all cried, and if you didn't, you're lying. It was hard. The first half was, let me think. The second half was really the hard part. First half was a lot of like recorded phone calls of Trump being told there is no voter fraud and Trump saying, "Yes, there is. It's suitcases of insert number here." And every single time he speaks, it's a new number of like missing votes or extra Biden votes or something. It's tons of that. The second half, however, they how do I put this? The victim and their mother, whom Trump and Rudy Giuliani chose to victimize due to their race and gender and presumed station, according to Trump and Giuliani, made the exceedingly brave decision to come to the hearing today and speak. And it is, I mean, it's literally the people who Trump was like, we saw her. She's the one who either added Biden votes or took away Trump votes or something. Whatever he said. It's something different every time. I'm going to be honest. I cannot remember the direct quotes because he just rambles like a crazy person trying to lie out of his juicy bee hole. You know what I'm saying? And it was so fucking heartbreaking. It's horrible. She talks about like death threats her and her mother got. Her grandmother's house gets like swatted and she gets the door bursted in and her grandmother gets run over by just people who claim they're making a citizen's arrest of this woman who did nothing illegal at all. It was cruel. I mean, it's very cruel. It's like yeah, it's watching just real, not Hollywood, true callous cruelty and hearing the effects of it on this human being who is, I mean, I think we can all say very innocent, did nothing to, I mean, no one deserves this. Maybe Trump and Giuliani at this point. It's really hard to watch. I cried a lot. I actually ended up playing a clip from Mr. Rogers afterwards. Like we needed that much heart juice Because it's just, I was in a boat in a storm, actually pretty fun. I could lean on the wind. Oh, yeah. That's actually the icky story about how we lost the other kayak is it was a storm. We used to go kayaking in the storms all the time because it was actually pretty fun. We'd go swimming in lightning storms. It was dangerous and horrible. Don't do that. I did not understand the ramifications. I just knew it made my mom mad. That was enough. Bad Katie. Naughty Reaper, I hope they do, but like those two fuckers have so much money. And unfortunately in the US money means everything. We all know that. I mean, pretty much everywhere in the world money means everything these days, which sucks. I don't like how do you beat money? And they can just pay everyone off. I don't know. I'm really asking. I mean, that would be my thoughts if I was them. I'd be like, what's the point of me doing anything when they can buy the government's debt? Let alone just pay off a judge or something. I don't know. And that's not me assuming every judge and everyone's dirty, but they'd find somebody. I mean, look, they found fucking Rudy Giuliani, for fuck's sake. Vex, I mean, honestly, I kind of think the same. I think he's like one of those villainous narcissists who it doesn't matter what attention he gets, whether we hate him, love him, etc. It feeds the fire because it's just attention. Like a misbehaving child. Like a child who, they act out for attention because they've never been given the skills to know how to receive positive attention. So they'll just do anything for attention because attention's attention and humans need it. We crave it. We're primates. We need it. We're just big monkeys, you know? Oh man, that drunk. I mean, I never want to make fun of someone for an addiction, whether it's alcoholism or otherwise. I just want to make that clear. I'm pretty sure I can speak for all of us when I say that. However, Rudy Giuliani can stuff it in his own butt. All bars are off when you cause death and insurrection of the Capitol for just being leading us or wanting to suck the dick of a psycho. Hello, Miniman Yoker. How are you, my love? I agree, Kendo. 100%. Yeah. It's hard to watch them not, but I like how. You mean the judges that just voted? Oh, God. Oh, God. Hold on, Vex. That just voted that Catholic schools can get public money now. Why would they need money when the blood of Jesus keeps them safe? Oh, Andrew, I'm sorry I missed it. Thank you. I was even watching. And I'm sorry, I probably went on a tangent. Knees were built for extreme endurance, but because we no longer as human beings get killed by natural causes, evolution has allowed for bad knees. I I don't know if I had bad knees. I think I just ruined them. I think excuse me. I think everybody's born with healthy knees and I think we just aren't taught how to I know it sounds weird, use your knees like appropriately, how to not destroy them. Does that make sense, Andrew? Because, like, you know my story, fucking on a treadmill, hate running on a treadmill, so I just jacked up the speed as fast as possible to finish out my 3.5 miles or whatever. Pop went Katie's weasel dick, aka my knee, but I never had problems with it. Everything I had problems with today, even my neck, is an injury. It's like an old injury that I just never really assessed. Because, I didn't want to be like fucking weak or whatever. Stupid. Katie. I kind of vex. I think that way about Trump. Sometimes I wonder if he's just really good at puppeting whatever's on a teleprompter because he repeats himself like he has dementia. And that's no shade on people with dementia. They're much smarter than Trump. But don't go to work drunk as a skunk all the time. Dude, the night of election night, you're going to be a fucking wasted beyond reason. I mean, that's like end stage alcoholism. I mean, I've known a lot of very high functioning alcoholics. And again, no shade and no judgment. We do not judge addiction here, period, end of story. But even they like shake through the serious times when they know like it doesn't matter how bad I want to drink or otherwise right now, it's not appropriate. Like you have to be pretty much never sober, I think, to be at that point, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I'm sure there's addiction specialists here. Whose psycho dick are we sucking? Oh my God. No, we're getting Rudy Giuliani to stuff his own tiny mushroom cap into his own butt. Not that tiny has anything to do with quality of human. I just assume that needing to pull his dick out of his and shove it back that far would be more painful. That's the only reason I said it. Just want to make that clear. My big message went more into that, being taller and having weaker knees. Yeah. That's basically what my doc, I mean, I've gone and seen, like, I have an osteo doc and I have a foot doc because I did break a couple foot bones back in the day, stress fractures. And he's so funny about it because he was a runner when he was younger. He's like in his 60s now. And now him and his wife do speed walking because they still want to run, but running is so bad for you that at a certain point, like, some bodies just can't run anymore. And every time I've gone to see him, he's like, I'm not going to tell you to stop running because you won't listen. So let's look at your feet. Every time. But he's told me the same thing. He's like, unfortunately, it's like the taller you are and the longer your legs, the more damage. I'm not going to go into details because I don't remember them all, but the more damage you potentially are, like, not even damage, just wear and tear on the on that pad, on like the cartilage pads in your knees. Andrew and I are kind of tall. Sucks. But it's like there is no good exercise when you're tall. Everything. They're like, oh, deadlifts are going to ruin your back if you're tall. Oh, squats are going to ruin your back if you're tall. Everything's going to ruin your back if you're tall. Tall people aren't going to have good backs. We just have to accept that. I'd rather be in shape than not, I guess. Here we go. What are you going to do? You know? Walking is better. It is. It just takes, it doesn't, I can never get to the heart rate I want to get to like that cathartic meditative point with walking that I do with running. However, I don't think like, I don't know, I don't put any strenuations like on myself when I run. If I can run the full whatever I'm running, awesome. If I can't and my knees bugging me or I feel tired, I fucking walk it because it's still the same distance. And as long as I'm keeping my heart rate up and I'm sweating, I'm doing a good job. It's just, it's not as strenuous to clear my brain. A lot of sitting is bad for your knees too. Walking is great for stretching those out too, 100%. Also, oh my gosh, this is actually really good advice. If any of you have problem with your knees, which I think most people, we just fuck them up doing sports and whatever. My doc taught me this really good exercise because he said, I've told you guys about how, like, every time I go on an airplane, the bitch in front of me inevitably reclines their seat and dislocates my patella off my knee because I'm all legs and they just are there. So my patellas have been through hell and back. And my doc, I was like, how can I do? I mean, I know, I mean, it's just like they're going to get injured at this point. The doc's like, I mean, you either stop moving and sitting on airplanes or wear a brace. So I was like, okay, is there any way like I can strengthen just my knee? Like, I run and I do squats and I do deadlifts, God forbid. I do all the things because I like full body workouts. And he said this stupid easy, I mean, it really sounds really stupid when I tell you, but it works so well. Sit on the edge of your counter so that your feet aren't on the ground because you don't want to like push or support on your other leg. And then get like a grocery bag or grocery sack or reusable grocery bag and put like a can of soup in it. Put it around your ankle and do just leg lifts at the knee. You can't lift your leg off the counter though. It's just your knee. And you do it so light that it almost feels ridiculous. And you do 100 per leg a day. And it's insane. It's some I don't want to go into specifics cuz again, not an osteo, like not a muscle doc, respiratory therapist here. I'm all about your lungs and your heart, but I do try to look into what I'm doing just for general curiosity's sake. And you have tendons going up and down both sides of your kneecap and up your leg that connect those two big fat muscles on your thigh. And they help support the position of your patella where it is centered on your knee. So a lot of people get knee pain because just the way their hips are centered or the way they walk makes it so that one tendon pulls a little bit more on their knee than the other. And so they'll just get a little bit of pain from that. And this can like literally, I mean, it eliminated my knee pain until I have to hike up a very steep mountain in shitty shoes. I mean, why do I have shitty shoes on? Because I didn't know there was a Mountain Clara. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how much it helped. And I did that for weeks and the pain just went away. And it was literally just simple. It's like little baby strengthening of those little muscles on the sides. Felt really good though. And, I mean, I guess I could do it in my chair. If you sit on the edge of your counter, hold your knee down. It's this. That's it. And if the motion hurts, he told me because my mine was very rotary involved. Just hold your legs straight. Count to 30. instead. Because for some people, it's literally the bending that really hurts. For me, it was more putting weight on it, so it wasn't too bad. But you want to have both your feet off the ground because you'll compensate on your other leg. And you want to do it on both legs, not just the hurting knee, because you want to strengthen both knees. You know, your body will compensate where you guys know. I feel like a broken record sometimes, but you know what's up. It's crazy. Bodies are sick. Pinned in. Call mom, ask for hug, take nap, brush teeth. Have day. Peace. The double-decker concept for airplanes is horrifying. What a way to make coach feel even more shittier. I mean, it's like the average height of people is going up. It's not just me. The average height of people is going up. They're fucking all of us in the long run. It's crazy. Brittany, oh, you're having sales take off, honey bean. I love you. Wash your teeth, all the things. Sorry if I missed your message. I went on a tangent. My knees still crackle and stuff, but that's literally, I mean, my knees crackle and bust. I think weight can contribute, but I don't think it's the sole factor because I'm not overweight at all, and my knees sound like wet gravel when I squat every time. All the time. It's just like old damage, you know? I try not to over abuse my knees, but I'm tall. I mean, I gotta get down. Look at shit. Like, the world is not made for me, man. What causes that? So, the popping, that is a buildup of nitrogenous gas in the cartilaginous joint, like little ball joint of your fingers. Does not cause arthritis. Total misnomer. But also, there's no health benefit to popping it or just not. There's no science to popping bones. It's just like a weird habit a lot of us pick up because we like the fidgety auditoriness of it. Um, However, I love you, sales. Oh my god, no. What a gift, sales. You're such a fucking peach. This is my living nightmare. And everyone else over the 5'9" mark, probably. Not that we're better, but I think everybody should be considered, and this is not a lot. Happened to me when I was driving around. Oh, dude. Yep. That's exactly. It happened to me a couple months ago was the first like day. It's on my left side for some reason. I've got like a golf ball under my trap. I'm sure you're familiar with the naughty knots in your back. But I was literally taking a shower and just like washing my rather short hair, and my fucking neck froze, whole thing, and I just was curled like this, like help, and just standing in the cold water, like I couldn't step out of the shower. I literally couldn't. I mean, if you've been there, you've been there. It was really fucking scary. And it's just a stupid muscle that I have ignored and not paid attention to and not taken care of, which I'm doing. I love you, baby. Talk dirty to him. I heard that works. Makes him loosen up faster. Looks like the one on the bottom's trying to lean back to get his head. Oh my god. Get his head as far back. As far from the butt. I can't even read it. Sorry. Excuse me. Let me start. Looks like the one on the bottom is trying to lean back to get his head as far from the butt cheeks in front as possible. Can you imagine? I mean, if you've been on an airplane, you know, someone inevitably has the hot farts. I don't know what it is. It's an adult. It's not a child. Don't blame it on your baby. It's you. But we have a population of humans who just don't think of anyone else the 12 hours before boarding a 23-hour flight to Germany. Always American, unfortunately. Am American, allowed to trash. We suck. And they just hot fart in a stagnant cabin of circulated air for 23 hours. Imagine you're, the guy, this bitch right here, and up here is Mr. I don't give a fuck about anybody else, and I think you can't smell me because something inside me is broken. No, there's not stains in my underwear. No, that's not why I buy black underwear. Can you stop judging me, Clara? Does anybody smell that? What is that? Gross. Someone must have farted. I have to vomit. This one's getting up to puke because of you. We're adults. We know what certain foods are doing to our stomachs at this time. Like, stop. Oh, C-Town. It's inevitable though. It's every time. Or I think it's like nerve poops because a lot of people are just scared to fly. If you have to sit anywhere near the fucking airplane bathroom, bring menthol. Like just some essential oil menthol for your nostrils. Because depending on how far the flight is or how long it is, someone's going to plug it up and it's going to smell like a mix of Brussels sprouts, death, and shit the entire flight. And you can do nothing about it at all. Hot farts, that just below bubble guts? Mm-hmm. Hot farts, I think hot farts, I mean, it's been a really long time. I don't have a lot of stomach issues since I found out I had an ulcer. But I think hot farts come, like, you usually have the bubble guts and, like, that one huge gas bubble trying to make it through your intestinal system, causing actual physical cramp pain as it's like, and you're like, oh my fuck, don't look at me. I think the hot fart comes after that because you assume it's this huge bubble because it caused so much pain, but it's like a thimble of just it, like, kind of unbelievably hot, deadly stench that leaks out of you. It's like the sign of things to come. It's airplanes. That's what happens on them every time. Or a row of children vomits while you're ascending and it goes back 20 seats onto everybody else's under the seat in front of you backpack. I sure love traveling. It's pretty fucked that I keep going, huh? Must be good. There must be something in it if I keep going. How do they deal with the trip hazards in the pitch dark or smoke? I've always landed. Seriously, like even if the I'm trying to think how to word it. So on the west coast of the US, all summer it's usually just like fire smoke clouds and they usually just get stuck somewhere. Since moving here, I found out it's Denver. It's usually Denver. It's like a valley, unfortunately. The valley of fire smoke. But if the fire smoke is too thick, they can't even see the runway. They won't let they won't let planes. I'm sorry, my accent ruins everything sometimes. They won't let planes ground. They'll make you go back. They'll make you ground like a state away or something and stay and wait. They've made people wait on the plane for like hours at a time. It's been on the news recently, actually. It was pretty fucked up to see. But they'll do that because smoke, especially fire smoke, can be so thick. It's kind of intense how thick it is. I never believed it until I was around actual forest fires. I was like, holy shit, you really can't see anything. Never sat near the bathroom. I did it was one of my international trips. I can't remember. I think it was going to Greece because I let my mom book the flights, which was a mistake. But I was young and dumb and she paid for the trip, so I let her do her thing. Oh, it was I mean, by the end of the trip, I didn't smell it anymore because it was like burned on my tongue and mouth. So the first, 3 days of Greek eating was like tinted with whatever chemicals are in a toilet mixed with whatever that guy ate. You know what I'm saying? Like it just becomes part of you. Like when someone's perfume is too strong and it gets like on your tongue and you just taste Chanel for the next 3 days. It's kind of like that. But I think I'd rather Chanel, maybe. Maybe. Menthol is amazing. I keep menthol. I have menthol oil everywhere. Or eucalyptus. If you don't like menthol, eucalyptus works just as equally and clears the sinuses. Sin has a point. It's excellent. What do the cramps sound like? Similar, but like you more feel them on the inside than hear them, I feel like. Learned recently that intestinal cramps are your organs being pulled back to a normal position after overextending. Isn't that sick? Because your intestines are actually pretty stationary. Andrew knows this. But in movies and shit, when they cut people in half, I know you guys have seen it. Don't act like that's a weird thing to say out loud. And like just intestines spill out of a shell, Not at all. You have like along the back of your thoracic cavity, you have this thin tissue, like strong, stretchy tissue like material called mesentery. And your intestines are stuck onto the mesentery. Some people do have a disease where they're born and they're not stuck on the mesentery and they have free floating organs, in which case we can sew them on. That's otherwise neither here nor there. If you're born like relatively, as we project most babies with intestines are born, they're stuck on the mesentery. So it's actually like It's like two kind of sacs. It's like the large intestine and the small intestine on top of each other of intestines stuck to the back wall of your, you know, thoracic cavity. Mesentery is gnarly, dude. Sick. Sick. Isn't that wild? I know. That's little things like that. Like if they put that in a movie, maybe we would know. I don't know. It's an opportunity for education. I can taste you not in a good way. Exactly. I can taste you 3 days ago after your everything touched it. Ooh, airplane farts is how the devil enters this world. The satanic rituals between done wrong this whole time. That would explain a lot about me, actually, and the way I feel about things. I've been on a lot of airplanes. That all depends on the landing systems available at the runway. You can land in zero visibility on some runways if the airplane is properly equipped. I believe that. Probably. They never do in Denver for some reason, but we've had snowstorms and stuff that have grounded planes for weeks. If you didn't know, stewards and stewardesses, oh my god, I read about this the other day. This is pretty crazy if you didn't know this. If you didn't know, I think actually they're like suing or trying to get it reprimanded, but if you didn't know, stewards and stewardesses, basically those lovely people who try to stuff your 20-pound duffel bag into the overhead bin. It obviously is not going to fit in, but you know she's going to try her best to get it in there. Those people, I shouldn't say her, uh they don't get paid anything while on the ground. So when your piss is sitting there for 3 hours, imagine her having to hear everyone bitching and literally not making enough money for that shit, or breaking your back or your arms or your fingers. I mean, I don't think their paycheck previous to all this coming out, I don't think they started getting paid until the plane door shut, right? It's wild. Miniman, I love you. Have a good night, honey bean. Be safe. Mesentery. Oh yeah, medical words are fun. There's lots of them. What happens if you don't sew them on? So gravity is a huge part of the digestion process. So the baby would probably die, to be honest. I know that's really sad and horrible to say, but without getting too graphic, you would die. Peristalsis can only go so far. It's kind of like the digestion process is run by peristalsis, which is the smooth muscle contraction along the intestines that pushes it. It's caused by abdominal pressure, so us, bearing down to poop, but also gravity helps a lot of it. So for instance, try this next time you have one of those painful gas bubbles that we're talking about, and I know you've all had them. Every time you eat fucking Chipotle, you get this bubble in your stomach. I know you do. Don't you fucking lie to me. Mama sees. So you want to curl up on your left-hand side and lay in a fetal position. And gravity will how do I word this? So if you lay on your left-hand side in the fetal position, the way that you're laying, gravity will help enhance the digestion process and help everything move along a little bit quicker than it does if you are laying on your back, on your stomach, or on your right-hand side. Gravity works, as Batty would say. So next time you have an icky gas bubble, try laying on your left-hand side after you take your antacid. You'll feel the bubble start to move. It's kind of magical. You can also massage your stomach, but you don't want to squeeze. You don't want to hurt yourself. You know? You dig? Holy shit, glad you're right. Dude, these days with this insurrection shit fly so fast, and I think it's because it's emotionally exhausting. Today was, I kind of want to watch her speak again because I feel like I was kind of fucking crying a lot of it, and I don't remember what she was talking about. I mean, I remember the main points that made me cry, but I want to do her justice and hear everything she had to say. But is it super, super fucking selfish of me to say it's so hard to watch? I mean, it still will. I don't want to come off as, it's just hard. It's horrible. Fatal. Oh my god. I left my water in the. I literally filled my other water bottle and left it in the kitchen. I swear to fuck, I will hydrate after stream. I swear. I've literally every break I've taken, I've filled it up, chugged it in the kitchen, and just not brought it back because I keep bringing the wrong one. So when I come back to my desk, I'm like, oh, look, it's there, but this is not the one. Maybe I need not 7 water bottles. Oh, Catherine. It is. It's really draining because I want to be strong. I want to be strong for her and her mother and the grandmother, all the people that had to go through this shit because a couple psychopaths got in power. I mean, it's just sad shit. At an airport chart? Wait for what? Wait for what? During surgery, surgeons can quite literally plop your organs on the table beside you and go at what they need. Then they put it back and your mesentery twitches and pulls your organs back to normal positions. But they're not cutting it, just in case anyone thought that's what was happening. We're not like slicing all the mesentery and then it just like is octopussing together. It's insane. It's like, man, what would you compare it to, Andrew? What in nature? I mean, it's like a dick. I was literally going to say, what in nature can go from being that small to that stretched out without causing harm? It's like dick tissue. I wonder if they're similar. I kind of am going to go read about it after stream, I think. Huh. What else does that? Elon Musk is the kind of guy who played BioShock and thought Andrew Ryan was the good guy. I didn't think they were real, but oh my god, now you made me scared to go outside again. Yep, basically mucous membranes, right? Like vaginas, I mean, obviously, uterus. The uterus fucking stretches that big. I wonder if the uterus is similar. Because I mean, obviously, if you guys haven't seen a non-pregnant uterus, it's like my finger. Literally, it looks like that too. It's like just a little noodle of fleshy flesh. And the little egg goes, loo, 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 loo. I'm going to sit here for a couple days. Oh, you're not going to get pregnant? You're not getting pregnant, huh? You don't want a baby? And then pain forever and ever and ever. But if you have a baby, I mean, obviously it gets as big as a fucking baby. It's the teeny egg adventure that causes so much unnecessarily, like, why am I female kind of shit. Do you trust him, Andrew? I always wondered. I mean, they've been selling them for years and years and years. They can't be bad if they're still being marketed, but I can't say that in America because that's not true. Did you really Reaper? Oh my god, what did it look like? I've only seen pig uteruses. Really, I don't think I've seen a human one IRL. I had that patient who had the pelvic ectomy, but everything was rotten. So I can't really say I saw anything, but I saw a lot. I saw a lot and nothing at the same time. He did nothing wrong. Wait, I can't say it out loud. It makes me hurt inside. Fascia is tissue between your dermis and your adipose tissue. And is that what those are? Like your mesentery and everything? It's all fascia. I'm going to write that down because, again, I mean, I'm not a specialist of connective tissue, but I do enjoy learning this stuff. It's fun. Really, unless you work in an area of medicine that deals with this, probably like, I would assume bariatric, because lots of things move around when you lose a lot of weight. And those people are there to help you. So I would assume bariatric would be involved. But I mean, is your diaphragm fascia? I wonder. I don't think so. You know, your diaphragm's a fucking muscle, Catherine. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna just read. I mean, I bet we could all go to YouTube right now, type in fascia facts, and get some really cool videos about it just to listen to. That's what I'm gonna do. But on that note, it is the end. I can't believe the day flies. It flies by insanely fast when we watch these insurrection videos, and it's for different reasons though. Like the first one, it was like, what the fuck are we gonna see? None of us had any idea really what was gonna go down, and it ended up being a lot. And the second one, I feel like what happened. The second one was a lot of juicy stuff, not as much as the first one, but still equally like, oh my god, you're just confirming all the things we saw in the news that we were hoping wasn't real. Third one was rough because there was one guy who had just suffered a stroke, so he spoke in very, very slow. However, for just having a stroke, like recently, he spoke very well. Like most people I know that have in the hospital and otherwise that have had a stroke have to completely relearn how to speak. And if although slow, he spoke wonderfully, so that was amazing. So that one was exhausting because a lot of it was just us like, say the next word, say the next word, say the next words, say the next, just do it, say the next word. But like, poor fucker had it. I mean, you feel terrible. Even if he hadn't had a stroke, I don't want to make anyone feel bad because they're nervous publicly speaking on national television about the insurrection of January 6th on the Capitol of the United States of America. I'd be speaking probably pretty fucking fast. Y'all would be like, she's on crack. That's what the news would say about Katie if I was in that room. That one's on meth. Because when I get nervous, get it all out as fast as possible, and then I sit down and people are like, well, you had 20 minutes on the floor and it took 30 seconds. Does anybody have anything to say? Like, it's terrible. So I sympathize with that. It's problematic both ways. But this one, I feel exhausted because those, oh. When she stood up and said, imagine that you and your mother are being targeted by the president of the United States for you did nothing personally wrong to them or anything. You just exist and are of a class of people that Trump deems less than himself, i.e., a woman and black. So he can victimize you and he feels like he can get away with whatever he wants because no one would trust you because you're shit to him. I mean, that's gonna haunt me for a bit. I'm gonna have to rewatch it just so I don't want my memories to change what we saw. Ooh, if you're a male and you're not getting a vasectomy because you're scared and you're putting it on your partner, which I don't think is anyone here, get your stuff snipped. 100%. I preach vasectomies all day, every day. Personally, once they eliminate Roe versus Wade, which is inevitable, and I have no rights to my own body, on those dating apps, I've never had to use one, thank fuck. But, I mean, inevitably this bitch will leave me. I'm crazy. When I have to use one, there's going to be a check mark that says, are you snip, brother? And you are going to be the goddamn golden goose of every dating app, every grinder fuck. Well, probably not grinder because pregnancy doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Every casual hookup, you are going to be the golden dick. Because getting on that dick doesn't mean I have to put myself on scary hormonal birth control that may or may not kill me at any moment because it causes horrific blood clots in my system that go to my brain. That's a pretty big seller, I'm saying. And, like, no pressure. It's just, like, if you don't want kids, like, by not getting one, you're kind of saying, like, you kind of do want kids, right? Like, I've heard a lot of people like, well, what if I have a partner in the future who wants kids? I'm like, that shouldn't change whether or not you want kids. That's me personally. But if you in your heart of hearts know you don't want kids, a partner ain't going to change that. A honeymoon period at the beginning of a relationship might temporarily make you think about it. But oof, the regrets. And as a snuck regretted child, do not suggest. It ends up weird. You end up on the internet telling people your life stories because they're that weird. Wouldn't, you know? Thank you. Thank you for hanging out, Taco. Thank you to everyone for hanging out. For real. I don't say that just repetitively. I don't know what else to say. Spasiba. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I could not watch this shit without having you guys to bounce thoughts off of. Because a lot of it just is. I mean, we haven't even talked about Mr. Sunscreen needs. Man that prays to Jesus and thinks that the amendments, the Fifth Amendment or whatever, the Second Amendment is like divinely inspired. I don't know how my brain would do with that alone. And that's just being very honest. I really like having you guys to chat about this shit while it's going on is priceless. Because when you first see stuff like this that is very impressionable, that the time that your body starts metabolizing what you've seen is very, what's the word? It's key to your formative feelings and memories about that information you've just taken in, whether it's visual or otherwise. And so when you have questions about it on the spot and you don't have anyone to ask, or even if there's no answer, just to talk about it and kind of hash it out with, I feel like I either don't remember the information or I remember it in a different light than it should be. Versus when I have you guys here to just bounce stuff off of and be like, I'm not fucking insane, right? Like, that's what they said. Sick. We all know that was crazy, right? Sick. Okay. Versus if I was by myself, I'd just be like, I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one. You're not the only one. You can't be. You can't be. You're not the only one. You can't be. Can't be the only. Oh my God. Where's the Windex? It would just be a night. And that's just me personally. I'm not saying we're all feeling that way, but I want you to know how important you guys are to me existentially. The only reason I'm able to do stuff like this is because I have your guys' like just conscious brains to be like, no, it's okay, Katie. No, most of us aren't thinking that either. It's cool. No. The noose at the White House was weird. You're not alone. That was a strange decoration. We all felt uncomfortable about it. That makes me feel better. because no one's talking about the fucking noose hanging stand that was put up at the Capitol. You know? Lawgill, you silly fuck. Thank you for the resub. What a good time. Oh, I haven't pushed this button all day because of this, but what a good time.
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
It is, right? It's just, and we kind of open stream with that today, and though I need to find someone to host, so I'll talk about this while I can multitask. So I think it's really important to be aware of what's going on in the world without drowning in it. And that can sound selfish, but what good can I or you do for anyone if we're fucking terminally depressed because we can't get ourselves out of, oh my God, the world is done now pit? You know what I mean? Like, it's important to be aware, because ignoring it is how we end up with Nazi regimes and shit like that. You have to be aware of what's going on, the horrific atrocities in Ukraine and so forth. But it can't be every moment of your waking hour just reading different variations of the same articles of what happened in the past 24 hours, because your brain will start to conceptualize that's life. And I don't care if you're diagnosed or not. I think everybody's fragile right now in terms of just where we are mentally with like the pandemic. Putin being a psychopath who also has colon cancer he doesn't want anyone to know about. So don't let anyone know about his colon cancer that he's not responding to treatments for. Just FYI. But yeah, I think if anything, that's a good takeaway. Like, just trying your best to be aware, so you're not. Disrespect isn't the word I'm looking for, but people are being slaughtered in Ukraine right now, like genocidal slaughtered, and to ignore it is the word I want that's not disrespectful. It's something. I don't know. It's so grotesque. The least we can do is acknowledge these people were fucking murdered, acknowledge the murderer, and say amongst even just our own, like, hey, you know what? That's wrong. I think it's wrong. It's wrong. It's murder and it's wrong. It's horrible. But you got to have some light in your life, you know? You got to have a little Mr. Rogers here and there, because it's just, you can't do anything. I mean, even if it's just talking to a community on the internet about things going on in the world, if I lived every second of my life just being like over inundated with Trumpness and his fucking psychosis, I wouldn't be able to stream every day. I would never leave my bed. I would just like shiver under the blankets until I died. I don't know. Like, it's scary. It's a scary world out there. And the amount of Nazi like cultural behavior that Trump kind of inadvertently made okay by being the head of the snake who couldn't say Nazis are bad. There's good people on both sides. Nope. Not if one of the sides is Nazis. Think we all agreed on that one, you big fucking waste of air. It's scary. It's not that the white supremacists weren't there before. They just feel more comfortable being out and about it. And it's like, I'm glad I know who you are, but also, why? You know, I don't know what to do about it. It's crazy, but I very much love you and appreciate you guys. It sounds so fucking lame. I want to tweet it all the time, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all. There are moments where just the voices inside are so loud and the world is so loud, and there's no one telling me I'm not crazy. And I just like, I cannot begin to tell you how dumb, priceless you are to me. And I appreciate you. All of you. I'm not just talking to people who may throw money at me or something. Some people might think that, because I think that sometimes as a poor person. No, it's all of you. Stop it. I know your thoughts because I am your thoughts. Stop. For real. I think I can speak to a lot of people, like streamers and just people who don't stream and just watch Twitch, like people who have found a community on the internet. Like, what the fuck would we be without it? My heart's going really fast just thinking about where would my brain be without you guys, just to shoot the shit sometimes, you know? You know what I mean? I gotta slow my heart down. I'm just chilling. I get anxious about it because it scares me sometimes. You guys have been a huge, like, if anything, just making me laugh once in a while. Laughter is healthy, man. It really goes a long ways. We all cry, but in the best, like, not in the scary, evil way, in the fun, I eat ice cream with a fork way. Like, I don't think I'm gonna. I mean, if I scare you with that, you need a hobby. Get out of here. Oh, Sarah. I hate being touchy feelsies. Like butts, dicks, circumcises. Let's talk about one man, one jar. I don't know. Touchy feely stuff makes me feel so lame because it feels disingenuous because a lot of people use language like this to manipulate others and it is disingenuous. But I don't know how to make it sound more genuine other than I really like you a lot. And I'm so happy that an ex led me to Twitch one fateful evening. I mean, what would I be doing? I don't know. I'm fucking thankful. That's it. That's the message. Oh, Adam. It's real. Having others, even though, and I mean, I know I don't have to say it to you guys, but for people new to our community, in case you were wondering, no, we don't just sit around and like circle jerk. People of all backgrounds and all opinions just being cordially nice to each other when craziness is going down in the world. That's the shit. Like that right there is the fudgy fucking center. My heart can't handle it. It's too serious. Y'all are sick. Hold on. I'm just trying to find someone cool live playing a fun game. Every game live right now looks brown. Why are all the games like where S color? What's happening? Are people just in a brown mood? Is it Brown Town? I think it might be Brown Town. Black Lives Matter. Happy Juneteenth for those that weren't around on Sunday. Abso-fucking-lutely. It's true. Vimes. Zach helps me. Makes me like make eye contact with him and shit when he wants to be nice. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that shit's about. I have a hard time not turning niceness into sarcasm, but I work. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. 3 minutes, awesome. I just found someone cool to host. And I have a new bowl. So pack your bowls. It's 3 minutes till 4:20, which is usually our ending time. My mods are just wonderful, and they usually give me warning because otherwise, I went through a really weird string. I'm not weird, a bad string of time where I would just stream 19 hours a day because I have no fucking idea when time is, and you guys are exciting. And my mods kind of had like a come into Jesus, like, hey, we know you don't think you're gonna burn out one day, but you might burn out one day. Listen to people who are willing to like slap you in the face with words to keep you healthy, because those are the ones who care. You know what I'm saying? Not the one laying out the lines of meth, Jimmy. Not those ones. I mean, they care, but not on the same level. I love you. Oh, it what? Oh my god, what a beautiful anniversary. I mean, beautiful. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. That could be taken in the weirdest context, actually. You know what I mean, Sarah. I love you. Give that boy some love for me. Vimes, I don't mind eye contact if the topic is not me. You know? Like, if I'm just, like, listening to someone talk, like, I've asked them a question, I try to give them my attention without giving them creepy, intense eye contact. That's a balance. I think that's something we all work on all the time. Like, how do I show you I'm listening without just staring into your pupils and looking like a psychopath? We all work on it all the time. It's a struggle. I get it. No, 1 minute. I love you, girl. Thank you for knowing what I mean. Sometimes I speak and then I'm like, Jesus Christ, Katie, what did you just stop it? We're celebrating the end of slavery. It's a beautiful time to celebrate the end of slavery, even though our country has quite a long ways to go. We realize. True, not at all. I've never been a person uncomfortable with eye contact, but I know a lot of people who had abusive parents who used eye contact as as part of the abuse, you know? Like, would make them stare them in the eye while they screamed in their faces and stuff like that. So now eye contact makes them really anxious, and I don't ever wanna make someone feel like that. So I try to respect, like, if someone clearly is looking away from my eyes everywhere because 'cause I'm making them nervous, I'll stop. I'll look at my phone, like, I don't wanna make someone feel nervous, you know what I mean? Happy 420, I love you, cheers. Is like when I what I sh oh my god, I literally focus on noses a lot. I'm not even fucking with you. I focus on noses a lot because it's not eye contact, and people can tell if you're not staring directly in their eyes, but you're still I want you to know you have my attention. Because 'cause I'm the type of person, I can be texting or writing an email and listening to you, and I can still get both, but nobody thinks that. They think if I'm on my phone, I'm being rude, so I never do it. I just am like, "But I don't know, how do I give you my attention but not make you uncomfortable, but not make you feel like I'm ignoring me?" Like, where's the fucking medium? Someone help me. Cheers. Cheers to finding the happy medium. The big flame. Odie. Exactly what Odia said, threat. It's very animalistic. I think I mean, is there any part of the animal kingdom that doesn't use eye contact as a threat? I don't think so. I think for the most part, making eye contact is a challenge in the animal kingdom. So our animal brain probably doesn't enjoy it unless you truly trust that person or something, you know? Look me in the eye when I'm talking to you. Ugh. Ugh. My current does that, and she shuffles her feet and looks down. Aw, I always feel bad, but fuck, I'm taller than over 70% of the population, and I think you and I take that for granted. Like, I'm only 6 feet, but that's still taller than it's a half a foot taller than the average height of America. I'm half a foot taller than America, which is a fair amount, 6 inches. Do the centimeters, do whatever you wanna do, be complicated, but you know what I mean? I mean, how do I put it? There's a fuzz on my nose ring, I can feel it. How often do you casually make eye contact with someone at the same eye level as you? Because I've kind of, like, developed an innate gift for being able to convincingly look directly over everyone's heads. Because that's where I am most of the time. Most of the time. There's a few out there. There are the tall bitches, but we are far and few between. We are spread out. In America, at least. I realize some of you countries are a little concentrated. Not here. Never give up the freeness of your soul. Live your duty to mankind. Nature creates of this world as a true mother of the earth, but never shut your imagination off from those desires that distinguish you from the ordinary. Never allow yourself to be sapped of that extraordinary energy that is the necessary ingredient for creating something new and progressive. I love that. Looking into their eyes, I want to fight, right? Andrew, I always would ask, like, do you question whether or not you're different species? Because I do, and I feel this connection. Like, are we the same? I don't know. When I was younger, I seriously thought people my height were like, we were maybe a different species. Because I knew one girl until I was the age of 18 who was even close to as tall as I was. It was weird. I was like, why am I this way? Like, nobody is. And I met one working at Taco Time. Her and her boyfriend came in, and they were both like, he was like 6'2" and she was 6 foot. And I was just like, welcome to my taco. How can I fill your burst, taco? You know, it was weird, but it's so infrequent. Like, there aren't very many tall, especially tall girls, unfortunately. But thanks to our lovely trans ladies, we fucking taken over. We're gonna make a fucking army. Tall bitches unite. What's up? We gonna get long pants with pockets. I swear to fuck. Thank you for joining the efforts. We need you. No shit. I think gigantism is really painful, isn't it? Like, I think it affects your heart as well as your legs. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's sad. It's horrible. I'm glad I don't have that. I'm just tall for some. I don't know why though. No one like my dad was barely 6 foot and my mom's 5'5". But my sister and I are monsters. I don't know what happened. Really, Sarah? What is your exact height? Just curious. I met John in high school freshman year and he was around 6'5". Damn. I mean, maybe I wanted to fill their taco. I don't know. I would have done anything just to like sit down and be like, where do you buy shoes? Because this was before like Amazon or the internet, really. I know you know. I'm not like bragging like this is a special time. You know these times when you saw someone your size and you just desperately wanted to be like, where do you shop? Did you make it? Do you have shoe elves? Cobbler elves? Did they make your shoes? Where did you get them? You know what I'm saying? It's nowadays you can Google tall lady leggings and you can get a lot of different results. But back in the day, I mean, I would chase people down and be like, hey, I don't mean to be rude, but what size shoe do you wear? Me too. Where'd you get them? Because that's the only way you could find clothes that fit you if you had kind of just a different body type, i.e. very tall. Happy 426. Perfect. All right. I got a host too. I got you. Heard my fan beep. I just had to make sure it was still on. Sorry. Okay. Happy 426 lovers. No shit. Did he smoke? That's awesome. He was the best smoke buddy. His mom was all about the farmer's market and rainbow stores. That's my mom. Hell yeah. Those are my people. Those are the women who raised me. The ladies with the batik swishy skirts and like vests that had embroidered like the tree of life, but also had like a nude man and woman going over her shoulder that you were like, are you a teacher or a sex therapist? You just never knew. They are the women that raised me. I worship them. The goddesses of the 90s, you mean? Mm-hmm. On it. Yeah. 5'7". I always thought that was a common height. Okay. I thought maybe, I don't know. I mean, my height's not for for the female folk. It's not that common, unfortunately, but what do you do? All right. I'm taking off. I got to go hang out with my animal, my fucking poodle bitches that are farting up a storm before the darkness comes. Words don't work. I will be here tomorrow morning where I will be with you. We're going to research happy news to flush our brain of the ugly we had to witness today and refresh our faith in like there's something worth getting out of bed for. You know what I'm saying? Because we all struggle with that sometimes. I get it. I sympathize. I'm there with you. I get out mostly because my back hurts. We're there. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Just a reminder, Thursday at 1 p.m. my time, so it's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard, is the next insurrection hearing. However, I do have jury duty that day. So depending on when I get out, I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter. And my mods usually post my tweets in Discord, thank fuck. So if you're not on Twitter, but you're in our Discord, you'll get it. Otherwise, just like wait for my, I don't know, hold your breath until it happens. I don't know what to say, man. But I'm going to try to stream with you guys. And even if I'm a little late, we can still start it from the beginning and just like play catch up, you know? Because I like watching it live with you guys. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Bye. Wash your feet.